Hello, everybody, and welcome to Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. Karen, I didn't forget. She always sends me the reminder, Bill, and she says, Jason, don't forget to say marvelous, or I won't be your bid ender. Can you believe she tells me that every
No,
single
Jason, I can't believe she tells you that because she didn't tell you that.
No, she doesn't. But thank you guys for joining us here tonight. For those of you that are not familiar with who's on your screen, I'm Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques. My co-host is the one, the only garden guy, Bill, and we are blessed with the one, the only Fatbird Finds, which is the lovely Laura and Mary Beth. How are you ladies doing?
Oh, we're so thrilled to be here.
Well, we're so thrilled to have you. No, Karen just said in all caps, no, I don't. But it would be funny.
Yeah, you probably gave her a heart attack.
It would be funny if you did. So how's the weather down there in Kentucky?
Ooh, it's chilly today. This is the coldest day we've had so far. You wouldn't think it would be super bad because it was about 40 degrees, but the wind was so bad today. It made it feel about 30. So it's been kind of chilly.
I'm telling you, it's going to spread across. I guess it'll be November this week. Halloween, of course, is this week. Then we'll be in November. Then we get to do my favorite thing. I think all of our favorite thing is to decorate and sell Christmas. I think we all love that. And then we start the year all over again. My goodness. So
crazy.
Well, guys, if you are not subscribed to anybody here on the screen, please do so. All of the links to their YouTube channels, their Instagram, and their whatnot is in the description. Okay, guys? So please, if you haven't for some reason, make sure you subscribe to them. And of course, every single Friday night, make sure you're watching Flippin' and Sippin' with the lovely ladies down below. That is the place to be. So we're going to say hello to some of our friends. Bill's going to tell us how the sale is going to work tonight. We'll go over where we all ship from and how we invoice. Then we'll get the sale started. So we'll scroll back up here to the top, guys. Thank you. Already 70 people, and we're not even into it 2 minutes. So thank you guys so much. We're so happy to see all of our friends. First person here is Shannon. How are you, Shannon? So good to see you. We have Grandma Mary's Attic with us here. How are you? There is our friend Brian, all the way from the New England area. So good to see you. Speaking of our official mod and bid ender, it is the very lovely Karen Gillette. So please familiarize yourselves with her little avatar. She's the one that is going to be closing out all the bids tonight. She'll be the lag that you guys need to learn. So please familiarize yourself with that little daisy. And again, as always, Karen, thank you so much. Speaking of New England, there's our friend Helen. How are you, Helen, the New England Thrifter Gang? Please make sure you give her a follow. She has a really, really fun channel. She does shop with me. She does live sales. She does little crafting. She crafts live. So please make sure you give Helen a follow. And Bill, what did you think of your early Christmas gift for me that I gave you yesterday?
Oh, I wish I had it on my desk right now to show everybody. I'm in love with it. Love with it.
Well, I couldn't wait. I had purchased a McCoy wall pocket from Helen, and it's a Christmas gift for Bill. And of course, I couldn't wait, so I already gave it to him. Yes.
Oh, you're one of those people. I'm one of those people too. I can't stand it.
I can't wait because I get it, and I'm like, well, I want to make sure I give it to Bill when I see him. I know we'll see each other again, but you know how it goes. So yeah, I spoil Christmas early. So. Well, that just means you get another gift, Bill. That's how Tina looks at it. She says, hey.
That's how I look at it, too.
Give
me one next week, and then we'll get another one the next week.
He's got it all figured out. How are you, Angela? So good to see you. Here is our friend Aunt Kiki with us. How are you, Aunt Kiki? Our friend Beth from the Pennsylvania region. So good to see you, Beth. My mom is in the chat, Linda Hellman. How are you, Mom? Good to see you, and thank you for always being so supportive, Mom. There is our friend Holly. How are you, Holly? So good to see you. Holly, let us know in the chat. I want to know how your thumb's doing. I hope you're doing well. Holly had a thumb procedure done. So hopefully you're feeling good, Holly. There's Dawn Steelman. How are you, Dawn? There is our friend Jamie of Mid-Century Wasted. How are you? Gang, by chance, if you're not following Jamie, please make sure you are. She has a fantastic channel. Good to see you, Jamie. There's our friend, Mushroom Lover. So good to see you here tonight. See who else is here with us. There's our friend, Karen Kennedy. Always so good to see you, Karen. There is our friend, Lori Newquest, who her new name is Collector at Heart. So if you guys are familiar, we all know Leslie Newquest, but that's her new screen name. So when she's chatting, just remember, everybody, that's Lori, okay? Right. Hello, Tina of Mother Tucker's. How are you? So good to see you, Tina. See who else is here. Kim is with us. We have Desert Gal Kuros. So good to see you here tonight. There's Tracy in the chat. How are you, Tracy? We got the lovely Cheryl Stevens. Karen Lord is here with us. So good to see all of you ladies. Well, Bill, I'm snapping. You know what that means. It's that time.
I know what it means.
It's my man. It's my YouTube DJ, the one, the only Gavin of Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. If by chance you guys are not following him, please do so. The Gillettes do so much for the community that, you know, and they have their own channel. So please, even if you're not into music, which I think we all are, please give them a follow and show them some support. But Gavin has a channel, and what he does is he plays music, all different genres, plays it on vinyl and on a turntable. And also it goes full circle because whatever he purchases from us, other sellers here on YouTube or us, he showcases and tags us in. So it kind of goes full circle. So thank you to the Gavins, to the Gillettes so much. Thank you guys. We got Cindy Lou here with us. How are you? Maribeth is here with us. So good to see you here tonight. See who else is here with us. Keep on scrolling down. I see Deborah and Amanda. How are you guys? So good to see you. I'm going to go fast here tonight, guys. So if you want to, you know, have a shout out, please throw out a shout out. And we'll make sure we try to say hello to you. Keep on scrolling down here. I'm seeing a couple of the same names. There she is. There is our friend in vintage, Namor Amy. So good to see you. Hopefully you are keeping both eyes on the road. Amy said she'll be listening to us while she's traveling home tonight. So travel safe there, Miss Amy. We got Irish Girl with us. How are you, Irish Girl? There is Holly Berry. So good to see you, Holly Berry. There is Sandy, My Flipping Van Life. How are you? And a quick shout out to Sandy. She's the one that helped me identify my Viking vase tonight. So thank you so much for being on call, Sandy. I deeply, deeply appreciate it. And if you're not following her over on Whatnot, please do, because guys, she's got not only your kitsch covered, she's got your swung vases and your glass covered. So please give our friend Sandy a follow. There she is. How are you, Patty Rose? So good to see you, Patty Rose. We'll see who else is here with us tonight. We have Weirna. How are you, Weirna? So good to see you. There is our friend Chris of My Broom Closet. How are you? So good to see you here tonight. We'll see. Oh, there she is. There's one of our other mod and bid enders here tonight, the lovely Deanna. So good to see you. She will be a backup in case Karen needs anything. And if Holly's thumb's working, she'll be able to be a backup as well.
Holly said her thumb was good.
All right. Good, Holly. Good to hear. So we got Spark Joy in Life. Always good to see you here. Welcome, everybody. Keep on going down. We got Nikki here with us. How are you, Nikki? Our friend, also a dealer at Mother Tucker's. One of the dealers at Mother Tucker's is Mary. So good to see you, Mary. Hope you are well. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. We'll keep scrolling down. There's Wendy. So good to see you here tonight. How are you? Keep on. Bill would not let me put the blonde wig on. If you guys aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, during the Saturday night sale, Uniquely Vintage, the lovely Beth gifted me a wig to wear. So I did wear it for a little bit. I felt like a surfer dude with it on. And Bill said, nay. He said, nay. There was no way we were meeting up at the Ponderosa if I was wearing a blonde wig. So couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So let's see who else is here with us.
Got beat up.
Would you have done the beating up, or do you think the Ponderosa staff would have done the beating up?
I think people would have taken turns.
I think they would have honored me like a king, Bill. They would have said, hey, it's Meatloaf. He's back from the dead. Come on in, sit down. It would have been a good time. How are you, Sandy? So good to see you. And I think we're down at the, oh, wait, no, it jumped on me. Hey, sorry, gang. We got Terry here with us. I'll keep going. Hold on here. We got a few more. Lisa's here with us. How are you? Oh, my gosh. The chat. Oh, there she is. I'll tell you guys, this face and this smile always makes me feel so good inside. How are you, Pat Robinson? So good to see you, Pat. Keep on scrolling here. The chat did to me what I always say that it does. It just jumped like 10 different chats. So how are you? Antiques for you. So good to see you here tonight. Oh, there's our friend Ariana, the Withering Cottage. So good to see you. Hopefully handsome husband and tiny human are doing well. And hopefully you're doing well, Ariana. Please make sure you check her out every Tuesday night on her channel. She has a live sale at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is always a fun sale and a great place to be on Tuesday nights. See who else is here with us. I see Lindy. How are you? We have another Mary here with us in the chat. How are you, Mary? We got Don't You Know here with us. So good to see you. And I think we're down near the bottom already. And Blythe is here with us. How are you, Blythe? So, gang, welcome everybody to Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. This is our fun space. This is our safe space. All of us, forget your woes, forget your cares. Sit back, get a cocktail, put your feet up, put us on the big screen, get a handheld device in case you guys want to bid. And again, we're going to set the tone for your week. We're going to set you out on a good note so that you have a really, really, really good week. So I will now turn it over to my co-host, Bill, Garden Guide Bill, and he'll tell you guys how the sale is going to work here tonight.
So Shannon, yes, I got it yesterday. Thank you. Jason delivered it, and I already have a display planned for it. So I'll put that over on Instagram. Jason, you forgot to introduce somebody.
Oh,
and
wait.
on the eve of Halloween, you forgot to introduce somebody. Now, Helga is here tonight, and she's excited for Halloween, but she wanted to look scary. So she asked me to get her a mask so she would look scary because she doesn't typically look scary.
Oh my God.
Give her a little mask.
She looks better. That does leaps and bounds for her. She looks 10 times better.
Oh, I miss you, Helga.
So that's awesome. That's awesome because you got the irony.
Oh God.
I'm telling you, Bill, she's long deceased now, but she looks identical to my Aunt Sarah. Identical to my Aunt Sarah.
We couldn't let Halloween go by and not acknowledge Helga.
Yeah, no way.
Okay, everybody. So thanks for joining us tonight. We have a sale to get underway. So I just have a few things I want to mention. First of all, everything that we do happens in the chat here. You all know that. So you want to be in the best version of the chat possible, and that means you should be in live chat or all messages. If you see that at the top of the screen, you're in top chat, use whatever toggle switch you have on your device to make sure you're in live chat or all messages. Also, you want to make sure you refresh often, particularly if you're bidding or you're chatting. The way you refresh, close YouTube out, come back into the sale, then make sure you're in live chat or all messages, and you're good to go. The chat is there because we like to use it. We like to hear from you. We like to engage. We like to joke. We like to talk about the vintage. We like to learn about it. So we encourage you to use the chat, particularly if you're someone who's sitting in the background for, in the past. Maybe tonight's the night you tell us you're here and say hi so we can greet you. The chat's also a great place if you have a question about an item or a question about how the sale is being run. Just put it in the chat and one of our mods can answer it. And if it's a question that we need to answer, they will direct the question to us. So yeah, just make sure you're in the best version of the chat possible because we have a sale tonight and we each have 10 rounds of amazing vintage items. Vintage meaning in vintage condition. We will do our best to describe the items, tell you anything we know about them, talk about the condition issues, things that may be imperfect about them that you want to know. But again, they are in vintage condition. What we'll do is we'll hold up an item, tell you what the start price is. Jason will pin it on the screen. And if you're interested in putting a bid in, all you need to do is type that number down into the chat. After the seller has finished describing the items and maybe you know something about the item that you could pop into the chat, we can learn from you. We'll start a countdown. We'll count down from 15, lag depending. And at the end of that countdown, our official bid ender, Karen Gillette, who Jason has already introduced, will type the words bid end into the countdown, and the person with the highest bid before the bid end receives that item. Now, you may be here to claim a particular item that you saw in one of our previews, or maybe you see something when we hold it up that you really want. If there's an item that you really want, we do offer an option over here called Just in Case. And Just in Case helps you beat the lag. It helps you understand who else is interested in bidding on the same thing so that you can have your best opportunity to get the item. And what this means is you're telling us the maximum amount you'd be willing to bid on that item. So what you would do is type in the letters JIC with that maximum amount. And if after the bid end, you had the highest just in case before the bid end, we will bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. Just two quick rules about just in case. We ask you to be an active bidder before you use it, meaning that you've actually put at least one bid in before that, and that it only be used during the countdown. It's just a way to level the playing field over here on YouTube because we all experience the lags in different ways. If you are a successful bidder tonight and you claim an item, we need some information from you. All of the shops up on the screen bill using PayPal. In order for us to generate a PayPal invoice, we need these 4 pieces of information from you: your YouTube screen name and your real name, your shipping address, and a PayPal email address that we can send an invoice to. Now, you do not need a PayPal account in order to pay using PayPal. We are going to send you that email. That email is going to have a link, and that link is going to bring you to PayPal, where you can check out as a guest if you don't have an account. And as you're checking out as a guest, you can actually use Venmo as a form of payment through PayPal. So there's lots of options to pay. That shouldn't be a limiting factor in your decision about whether or not you want to bid on something tonight. We do expect payment if you do claim an item, because oftentimes there were other people interested in that same item. So typically after we invoice, and we're all going to tell you when our invoicing schedule is in just a minute, we would expect payment within 24 to 48 hours. And again, a bid is a commitment to pay. So I think those are all the ground rules. Now you just need to know a little bit about all of us, where we're shipping from, and what our policies are. I'm Bill, Garden Guy Bill, shipping from northern New Jersey. As I said, use PayPal and an online. We all use PayPal and an online service called Pirate Ship to get you the best discounted shipping rates. I ship to the U.S. and Canada only. And I have 4 more sales this week after this one. So I will be pretty much shipping and invoicing every day between now and Sunday. If you want your package earlier, just let me know. That's absolutely fine. However, this might be the week you want to take the option of having an open box, so I can combine shipping on anything that you might purchase later in the week. Just let me know. Mary Beth and Laura?
Awesome. So we are shipping from Western Kentucky. We will ship to the U.S., Canada, and we will ship overseas if you're willing to pay the shipping cost. Just do being, conscious that the shipping cost is quite high. I'll let you guys know when we are going to invoice and ship.
Let's see. I hadn't really thought about it. This is kind of off of our schedule,
right?
So I think I will invoice on Wednesday night, and so it'll ship out on Thursday.
All right. And I'm Jason, Mother Tucker's Antiques. I ship out of Pennsylvania. I do all of my packaging and invoicing on Saturdays. So that means if you bought from me on Saturday night, if you buy tonight, or if you buy on Wednesday, or over on Instagram with Bill for the Valentinos on Friday, I can combine all that. But like Bill said, a little different caveat for me. If you guys don't want an open box, all you have to do is email us, and we will close up that box, invoice you, and then we can ship within 24 hours of payment. So if you don't want that open box, you don't need to keep it open. You just communicate that with us, and we will definitely do that. But also, like Bill said, it's probably good to keep it open in case you do want to purchase something else. And if it can be safely packaged together, I will do so. If not, then it may take a second box. I do offer free pickup. I own a brick and mortar here in central Pennsylvania called Mother Tucker's. If you guys don't want to pay shipping and you're coming to the area, all you have to do is communicate that. We will simply then just invoice you for the item. And then once that's paid, we'll communicate on getting it up to our shop. I only ship to the U.S. and Canada. And I think that's it. Before we say hello to some more of our friends and then get the sale started, I do want to promote and have everybody and ask everybody to please save the date. Everybody that you see here on this screen right now and the screen that I just put up, they are all participating in a Christmas marathon. Guys, let me tell you, you're going to want to save this date because this is going to be one for the record books. This is a great grouping of vintage resellers that love and adore Christmas. So I have it on good value to say that there is going to be some really, really good things being offered during this marathon. The marathon is being hosted by Amy of Enamour Amy. So if you guys are not subscribed to her channel, you're going to want to do so. She's going to make those links live this week. So head on over, hit the notification so you get notified when we all go live. So this marathon is going to be 6 hours. I'm going to be her co-host. It's going to start at 1 p.m. Eastern, and we have a list of the participating shops. So if you aren't followed, if you're not following them, please do, or subscribe to please do. So it's going to start at 1 p.m. and all the times are in Eastern. It's going to start with our friends, Fatbird Finds, Laura Mary Beth, then with Pamela Blanchard. So it'll be the 4 of us, Amy, Fatbirds, me and Pamela. And then at 3 p.m. Eastern, it'll be Heather of Antiques Agenda. And then it will be Jamie of Mid-Century Wasted. And then we're going to take a break at 5 p.m. Then we will come back again on Amy's channel with our friend Garden Guy Bill, Ariana of the Withering Cottage. And then we will end the evening with Michael, the Cult of Vintage, and Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. So gang, let me tell you again, please save that date. You're going to want to spend some or all of the day with us because it is going to be fun. There's going to be lots of good things from kitsch to glass to handmaids to anything and everything in between. So, all right, guys, we'll say hello to some more friends, then we're going to get started. Hello, Brad. So good to see you. I see that Deanna jumped in. I saw we had I saw one or two other names. There she is, Heather from Antiques Agenda. So good to see you. I'm trying to make sure I didn't repeat any names. I saw Laura Orton is here with us. How are you, Laura? There's our friend Steele from New Jersey. How are you, Steel Whisper? And I think that's everybody because we're going to get the sale started, guys. And again, if I ever miss you, it is never, ever intentional. We do our best to say hello to everybody because we're just honored and privileged that you guys are all here with us tonight. So we're going to start out with Bill. We'll let him set the tone for the evening. Then we will turn it over to the ladies, and then I will go last. So, Bill, are you ready, sir?
I'm ready, buddy.
All right. Go ahead.
$8 per choice. $8 per choice. And I have 3 of the same thing. I can't believe I have 3 of these at the same time. If you are a Fire King Kitchenalia collector, you likely recognize this. This is one of the Kimberly mugs from the Fire King collection of 6 different colored mugs. This is the Peach Luster. It's a Marigold Carnival kind of look. And at least in my experience, this is the one that is hardest to find. There are 4 primary colors that these mugs come in. They come in green and blue, yellow and brown. There's also a fully white milk glass mug, and they're all milk glass at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And then there is the Peach Luster. Now, if you don't know about the Kimberly mugs, they are made by Fire King. So they are a very collectible sort of mug. They stack beautifully. Many people like to complete the collection to have one of all 6. Mm-hmm. And this often is the one that is the last one people are looking for. But the Fire King mugs in particularly are known for getting damaged, dishwasher damage. The coloring on the 4 colored ones tends to get pretty nasty if they've been in a dishwasher for a long time. And then for the Peach Luster, and if you know this mug, you're gonna just see how amazing the condition is for these. The Peach Luster loses its luster. Mm-hmm. And these are the shiniest luster mugs. I mean, look at the inside. That's like a disco ball almost. I mean, they are super condition, no chips or cracks, just so nice. Yes, and Brian, you are right. There are serving pieces in the Peach Luster that Fire King made as well. So there are cereal bowls and there are snack plates. There are a whole bunch of them. So it's super fun to collect. Not something for everyone, but it definitely matched my color palette tonight. And that's kind of what today was all built around, the blues and the oranges. So yeah, there are 3 to choose from. And I'm going to go ahead and start to count it down because I see that there is some interest. So right now we're looking for $9 or more. We're looking for $10 or more for choice on these gorgeous Fire King mugs. And again, we're talking 1950s through 1970s here. That's when they were produced. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Because I have Helga over here with me and not on the chair, Talos keeps knocking down my computer because he likes to be close to her.
Buddy.
You're muted, Laura.
Oh, sorry. Go.
I'm so sorry. I saw the way that you were treating her. You picked her up by the hair and set her down. That is not good.
It is. It's fine.
It's the way she's instructed me to.
Oh, God. Okay.
I was handed a rule book.
Okay.
Anyway, there's the bid end. Thank you, Karen. So Dee had a bid of 10. Mary came in with a just in case of 14. So Mary, you have first choice. Just let me know at your bid of 11 if you would like she does prefer it that way, Holly. Just let me know if you would like 1, 2, or 3. And then if whatever is left over is something that you want, Dee, just let me know and I'll write you down. But there are 3 to choose from.
Man, Helga is a rough girl. She's a rough girl. So, all right. What's your start price, ladies?
All right, we've got a $12 start on some
Alrighty.
kitsch tonight. So we've got
Oh
these
my
cute
gosh.
little poodles.
Gosh.
So we have a mom poodle and a baby. You can see here they used to be chained together, but they are no longer. This little guy has, flown the coop. But this is easily repairable if you want them to be chained back up again. I'm gonna let you hold this one.
Yeah, I think the mom still has her even has the little piece right there. You just
Yeah, she does.
put them back together.
Yeah. So they're in really great condition. The mom has just a little bit of a rough place right here, but they're both in really good condition. They're not marked. Neither of them are on the bottom, but so pretty, so cute.
These are such a hard set to find. We collected chained trio families for a long time, and we searched long and hard to find this set. And
Oh,
I
really?
feel like it's Lipper and Mann is the company that made this. I think. Bill, do you think?
I don't know.
The nose looks like it probably would be,
Yeah,
Jason, because they all have the little pointed noses. See hers?
yeah. These are so good. Oh my God. Yeah, and that chain is an easy thing to fix. And actually, for shipping and moving them around, a lot of folks, they take the chains off of them.
It is easier to ship them when they're apart, actually.
That's what I do.
You can get some little chain on Amazon and some little connectors, and this is a simple fix if you want them chained together again.
Man, these do not come around that
She's so
often.
sassy, and look at her pretty bow.
Yeah. This little one is like kind of furrowed her eyebrows. She's kind of like, giving you some attitude for sure.
Patty Rose said, "I always unchain the chain sets. It makes me happy to set them free."
Yeah.
Why are they chained together anyway? It's like,
I don't know. It is. It's weird. It speaks to the times, I think, that they kind of needed them all. They got to stay together.
I guess so.
Hashtag free the chained families. Free them. Free them.
All right, guys. We see Valeraine at 12. So Verlaine, excuse me.
Yeah.
So we're going to start the countdown from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10,
Don't forget her.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
This set, the way they're painted, it looks so much like real fur. I think they did a good job on mimicking it with the paint.
Yes, they are very sweet for sure.
All right. So it looks like Verlaine for 12. Congratulations.
Thanks,
All right.
Verlaine.
Good score. All right, guys, I'm up next. Hello, Brenda. So good to see you. So happy you're home from work and here joining us. Well, guys, if you guys know Fat Birds, you know that they love themselves some HomeCo and some Christmas. So if I'm going to sell with these ladies, I need to bring some HomeCo. So it's going to start at $8 choice, and it's going to be choice on sets of bears. So they're in very good condition. They are some Christmas bears. This is your first set of HomeCo. Put it in your home. Bears for just $8. You have what seems to be like the Mr. and seems to be like the Mrs., but they don't need to be, and they're in very good condition. Some 1980s, matte ceramic HomeCo that I know that we all grew up with and we all love. So both of these do. They both have their original HomeCo foil label here on the bottom, and then this one has it as well. And this is your first set at just $8, and they're about 3 3/4 inches big. So we'll show it to you up close. There he is, and these are just so cute. Actually, I think HomeCo got pushed to the side for a very long time. They really do have quality items that do have some real good craftsmanship. Like those bears are very, very, realistic in the aspect that I do think they look like cute little teddy bears holding some presents. So that's your first set, those two. The second set do not have hats. They're the little Christmas gift bears. So the one has a little Christmas gift. The other one has a little Christmas tree. That's right. This one is the one with its little HomeCo label on the bottom. This one is missing its HomeCo label. And again, no chips, no cracks, just a super cute little set of HomeCo. These would be great to give as a little housewarming, or if you guys go over to a, maybe to a holiday party and you want to give the hostess a little gift, always give the gift to HomeCo. That's what I always say. These measure about 3.5 inches tall. So I'll just hold up one of each so you guys can see the difference sort of in size. They're pretty similar, but this one's just a little bit taller. So doesn't look like there's any interest in the HomeCo Christmas bears at $8 choice. We'll wait a moment for the lag. And if not, they will come back in the recap. Again, these are the larger ones, this set here. And the cold paint on these are in really, really good condition. No issues at all. And you can see on the back of the red one, super good. There is sometimes that you do find these that the cold paint is worn on them. Thank you, Leanne. I see you in at 8. And again, this was your first choice. These are the taller ones. They're just almost 4 inches tall. And then the other set is coming in just around 3.5 inches tall. So we're going to go ahead and do a countdown on these. I'll hold up one of each. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If you guys have not bought a Murder Elf shirt from Fatbird Finds or one of their stickers, guys, head over, find their link. You got to purchase one. It makes a really, really good Christmas gift. HomeCo. I'm HomeCo. Put me in your home. I love these. It's one of those things where you try not to collect it. There it is. Bill's got one. All right, Leanne, all you have to do is let me know if you want one or both sets. All right. She's a professional. All righty, Bill. Thank you so much, Leanne.
Okay, $15 for choice, Jason. And I know many of you know that we all met up in Ohio a little over a month ago. And one of the things that Fatbirds did for all the YouTubers who were there is they put a little scavenger hunt together for us with a whole list of items we were supposed to find. Now, I intentionally did not participate because I'm not a nice person when it comes to competition. If I don't win, then there's a problem. So I just watched it happen. It was nice and fun. But one of the things on the list I actually have tonight, and it was actually in my car at the time of the scavenger hunt. I have a dollhouse toilet.
Nice.
I knew he was going to say that.
And this was on the list. And it's really cool because it works. It has an open. It opens. It's super, super cool. It's got a little transfer on it. And it is made of porcelain. And it comes with this amazing bathtub with these little metal faucets on it. And it comes with a sink.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a cute little set. Cute little set. And again, I picked this up on my way to Ohio.
Wow.
And Bill, that's the high-end toilet seat.
Yeah,
That's like the real walnut one. Like only my wealthy friends had that when you went over to their house.
So that 3-piece bathroom set is the first choice. So it's all 3 starting at $15. The second choice, we're going to move into a mid-century living room. And it also has 3 pieces. I can't believe I found these. And I found them separately. I have this cool little mid-century dollhouse living room set. How awesome is this? Imagine, there are people on Etsy and Instagram who make mini swung bases and mini fairy lamps. Imagine just decking out this mid-century credenza with that stuff. And it is all in super good condition. So there's this really cool, with cool lines and fabric couch. There is a chair, and I want to point out there is a piece of fabric I think that's missing here at the corner of the chair.
They had cats.
Cool. They had cats.
That's what
and
happened.
then this amazing sort of mid-century Danish modern credenza that actually opens.
Oh my God.
It's really cool.
So
like last week with the creamers, I'm just kind of going on a limb to see if anybody would be interested in this. So the second choice are these 3 pieces: the mid-century living room, and then
though, Karen's right. That is a mini sofa of the same sofa that Jamie uses in the opening of her video.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Cool.
That
And
is
then
so
the
cool.
second choice is the bathroom set. I want to live in this living room.
Me too.
I actually want a sink like this in my house too, the pedestal sink. I really like them, but I don't like bathtubs. I don't think people should be taking baths.
So
Oh.
good.
I'm weird. I feel like it's kind of just, isn't it just sitting in your own dirty water?
What, and taking a bath?
Yeah.
Well, well, you have cleanser in there, so it's cleansing the dirty water.
I like it when the dirt runs off me down a drain. Anyway, that's just me. All right. I'm going to set a countdown. Holly's in at 15. And again, the choice is,
Bill. I bet you do.
Either 3-piece porcelain bathroom set or the 3-piece mid-century living room set with this amazing credenza. So we're looking for 16 or more for choice. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Brad. I'm glad there's somebody out there who agrees with me.
Well, you're not supposed to sit in the water that long, where it like reabsorbs the dirt back into you, like.
And also, I think it's important to say that people aren't taking baths when they're just like filthy.
Good point. Very good point.
I only ever bathe myself when I'm filthy.
My God. God.
So there is the bid end. Before the bid end, Deborah came in with a bid of 16. So Deborah, you can just let me know if you wanted the bathroom or the living room. And then Holly, if what you wanted is left over, just let me know.
Patty's right.
I am exceptionally dirty. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. It's the garden in you, Bill. Yeah.
Patty hit it right on the nose.
Did you just want to watch the chat? She wants the living room.
Deborah wants the living room. So Holly, if you were interested in the bathroom, just let me know. If not, that's absolutely fine.
All right. And we'll get the ladies over. Hello, Rochelle. Thank you for joining us here tonight.
I love the conversations that we have here.
Me too. They're good. They're life-changing is what they are. They could be life-altering for some people too.
Hey, maybe Jason or Bill knows what this is. I just think this is pretty.
What's your start price?
12.
Okay.
I really don't know what it is though, but it's a stunning color.
So this is a vase.
Right.
But
it looks like a Jasperware to me.
Yeah.
Almost.
It does. It looks like Wedgwood colors, right? So
it does. It does. But there's no embossing on the bottom that says Wedgwood or anything.
None.
I mean,
0.
Usually everything they made was stamped, but this definitely it is. It is very unique, and I'll let Bill chime in. It reminds me of a Jasperware, and it could be like a made in Japan Jasperware.
Yeah.
But isn't that cool?
Oh, it's really cool. It's really cool.
Look at the tree even on the back.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they didn't do the pink, they embossed the rest of the tree or the plant or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's almost like Swami style. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like mythological, the way the woman's face is on the front. Like it almost has to mean something. It has to be like a goddess of something. Don't you think, Bill?
Well, I think the tree on the back represents the seed of life because down at the roots, you actually see the seed.
Oh, nice. It looks kind of deco to me.
It does. It does. Does it glow is my question.
It does not.
Oh, I was kind of hoping.
If you shine that down in there, will it light up her face a little bit?
Well, I've only got a black light here, so it's hard to say.
Sorry.
But this is just so everybody knows it's 5 inches tall. There's a little bit of a paint. This is not a chip. This is a like whatever color this is sort of got on the vase there, but it's not a chip, just so you know.
Delights of Mine says, I believe it's Schaefer vase. But Schaefer Vader?
Schaefer?
Well, whatever it is, it's gorgeous. Yeah. And it's just really cool and unique looking. I love the flowers here at the top. Again, the flowers continue on the back. Lower your face.
And yeah, somebody said more Art Nouveau than Deco. Sometimes I say that wrong. Yeah, I agree with that.
I do the same thing, Laura. And I guess what the Nouveau means more on the earthy kind of things, like the flowers and those kind of things.
Right.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, if y'all are looking for something super unique with that, well, and when you showed the inside there, it almost looks like it, oh my gosh, I don't know, because it could be an occupied piece. It could be an English piece that was not stamped. It definitely looks like from the inside that it definitely has age to it. It does look like from that period, 20s, 30s.
Well, whoever gets it, if you figure out what it is, let us know. I'm just curious.
Yeah, and I mean, we've tried to find it online, and we've just not been able to. So, yeah.
This is good. This is
All right.
really, really unique.
Well, we are going to start the countdown. So I'll count down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
A lot of German is coming into the chat.
Yeah.
So I guess Schäfervater is German.
Okay.
Well, that's neat. I would never have guessed that. Really pretty.
If it is, it's at a very, very good price right now too. So that's good. All right, there's the bid end. So Mushroom Lover had a bid of just in case bid of 21. Nikki had a just in case of 27. So for 22, it's going to go to Nikki.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for your bids, and thank you, Nikki.
Congratulations. All right, guys, my next item is going to start at $14. And gang, I actually purchased this weekend, and Bill was there at a place, and he'll have an upcoming video. So it all kind of comes full circle. So make sure you're subscribed to Garden Guy Bill's channel. Yep, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can see the video. And then him and I and Tina went somewhere else to shop. So it's going to be a good video. So $14. And I do recall that the ladies used to always sell a lot of elephants on their channel. They always seem to always have one. So kind of to pay tribute to you guys, I had to also try to fit in an elephant. So I have no birds tonight, but I had an elephant. So this is either California Pottery or Rose Lane. It does have the C on the bottom, copyright, and the USA. So I'm leading more to believe it is just the California Pottery. Usually, if they went this far, Rose Lane would be stamped on it. But it is this gorgeous trunk up elephant, and he sort of has one of those caps on. And look at those rhinestones. So he has one of those little hats on that we always see in like the circus elephants and things like that. And then the elephants, even in the era of the 30s, always seemed to have those little jeweled up elephants, especially hats, especially when they were in parade. So he has all three of his pink little rhinestones along with his amber rhinestone. There, you guys, it was fuzzy. So now you guys can see. Mushroom Lover, I see you. Thank you so much. No damage. Both of the blue rhinestones are here and intact. And if you guys aren't familiar with this style of pottery, it is a very matte, almost bisque feeling pottery. And they made all sorts of animals. You do more frequently see the dogs and the cats. Some of these other kind of animals you don't see all that often. So to have a trunk up elephant like this is sort of rare. You'll find them, but you don't see them all that often. And then it is like a off-white color, the whole elephant. It is like a light tan almost, the pottery. And then they kind of give it some grays and blacks and brown details to give it some kind of texture. So no chips, no cracks, no other funky issues. The measurements on the elephant are about 6 inches tall, so he is a nice size, and he's about 3 inches wide. And I think he would look great in any mid-century decor, 50s, 60s, even in a modern decor, or if you're looking for an elephant gift for someone who collects circus things or, just likes elephants in general, I thought he'd be a great little gift. So Mushroom Lover is in at 14, so we're looking for 15 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. Thank you. I see your 15, Shura. So we're looking for 16 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. All rhinestones are present. Counting it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It is a little more unique to find these larger ones. This is pretty large in scale for this company when they start to get a little over 6 inches tall. So usually they're a little shorter than that. So hello, Sandy. So good to see you. Hopefully you guys are all following Sandy at Sandy Spiff 50 Vintage. So good to see you. So we had a just in case of 20. Then we had a just in case of 22, and there's the bid end. So Mushroom Lover, you're going to get the elephant for $21. Thank you so very much. All right, Bill.
$12, Jason. And while this wasn't made by Schaefer Water, it is German. I have a beautiful stained cutting board for your consideration. And it's actually the piece that inspired my color palette for today, because it is this beautiful hand-painted 1968 German hung cutting board, which it does look like someone cut something once or twice on the back of it. Looks like maybe a loaf of bread was cut at some point. But this is what actually brought my color palette today. When I found this, I just love it. Let me just give you a detail look at this hand painting. It does have this little hanger at the top as well. How amazing is this artwork?
So good.
It is really gorgeous with all of these flourishes. Sort of looks like some of those designs that are in the adult coloring books that they make these days. And it does say in German, give us today our daily bread. Okay. So it is a breadboard. And its provenance is down here at the bottom, says 1968 with the company that made it. But my eyes were not good enough to read it. And it's a big one. I mean, this is like beautiful. I just think this is so beautiful, partly because I love blues and oranges together, obviously. But it's just such a beautiful painting. And as I said, it's big. It's 16 inches long without the hanger, 16 inches long and 8 inches across.
Bill, how great would this look if you had some Desselfinks, with hex signs like Patty said, or if you had dollar horses? Imagine if you guys collected dollar horses with this color palette. It would look really mid-century.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's super European. And it is, as you said, super mid-century. I think it's wicked cool.
Yeah. Dollar horses would look great with this. So good.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown so we can move it along. Right now, we're looking for 17 or more. Sarah's in at 16. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And I imagine because they left the back unpainted, that it really was meant to be used and then hung as a decoration. I'm just guessing, but I don't think I'd be surprised by that.
Yeah, if not, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, it's a twofer, right? It's decorative and useful. So I'm sorry, Sarah, your 25 came in right after the bid end. So with your just in case of 28, Patty, this comes to you for $17. Thank you both for your interest. I'm glad someone liked it.
It's good. That's very, very Pennsylvanian.
That's what I was, and I got it in New Jersey.
Oh my gosh. Okay. They probably came to PA to hang out and took it home as a souvenir.
That was beautiful.
I
love that piece.
All right, boys, we've got a $28 start next, and we have a gorgeous piece of Westmoreland milk glass.
Good.
So this is like a fruit bowl, banana bowl. You could put apples in it. You could put nuts in there if you wanted to, but they might fall out. So this is stamped on the bottom, Westmoreland glass. I'm not sure if that will come through or not, but it is stamped there. Maybe you can see that right there. There it is.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
So it is stamped. This is the lace bowl from Westmoreland. This is just gorgeous, people. We found this at a yard sale, and it was filthy. But I could tell it was really pretty. We picked it up, brought it home. Laura's cleaned it up, and it's just stunning.
I love that for Christmas.
Yeah.
You always have a big bowl of fruit for Christmas, or you put a bunch of greenery in there and some ornaments or just anything.
And it kind of has a snowflake look, I think.
Yeah.
Very delicate outside. Oh, yeah.
And every time I seem to find one of these, one of the tips seems to have a chip on it or a nip on it.
Yeah. And I have not felt any damage, chip, crack, rough places. As far as I can tell, this is in perfect condition.
This is good stacking glass too, because if you get yourself the right compote that you sit in the center of that, you can make your own one-of-a-kind e-pern with it. Do you know what I mean? It looks really neat.
That's a good point.
Looks really neat. Oh, cherries.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Oh, that would look so good as a centerpiece on your Thanksgiving table. Put like some gourds in it and things, and maybe sit one of the candlesticks in the center and build
Oh,
around
that's a
it.
good idea.
Good. It's gorgeous.
So just so you guys know, it is 12.5 inches across. It is 10.5 inches wide, and it's 4 inches tall.
Scented
And it really
pine
would-
cones.
Ooh.
What, Bill?
Yeah.
Scented pine cones.
Ooh.
Yep.
You guys got great ideas.
I'm liking what Steele's saying. Some different Christmas bowls, because what I'm bringing next would look pretty good in this bowl. So whoever purchases this bowl might want what I'm bringing next. It would look really mid-century with the ornaments I have.
Just a great, yeah, I think it looks mid-century, and I think it's a great, just a centerpiece bowl. You know, if you've got your candlesticks, you know, the milk glass candlesticks, it'd be gorgeous on a holiday table.
That's true.
Then I like it because it's not just Christmas. You know, it'd be pretty at Easter,
Very true.
all year round.
That's right. Multi-purpose. All right, we see JDA, so we're at 30, so we're going to start the countdown. So we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
Spider
7,
web. That's interesting.
6,
Nice.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
This is good. And you know, milk glass is making a big comeback. I don't know if it's selling a lot in your store, Laura, but it's selling more at Mother Tucker's, the milk
Is
glass.
it?
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I need to consider that. I don't think I've taken any down to the store. You know, my mom doesn't have it.
Right. I'm
She
sure.
doesn't she doesn't like the mid-century. I just tease her all the time. We like different things. So
Right. No, it's moving. So if you have any, yeah. All right. So Dave had a just in case of 38. Tracy had a straight bid of 32. So it's going to JDA for $33.
Awesome.
thanks everybody.
Thank
for
you
your
so
bid.
much.
It is beautiful.
It is gorgeous. And Karen, thank you so much for being our mod and bid ender tonight. Pardon me. Up next, $14 choice. And I have some non-traditional colored satin Christmas balls to offer you. They're very mid-century. They could hinge on what we now call boho decor. So there's only one condition issue. One of the lime-colored satin balls, the tip is off, okay? Now, I fixed them. You find a donor one of these, they twist right out because they're just styrofoam. So just one of the little tips is missing, but it's going to be choice on either a complete set, and I even have the cellophane for the top, a set of 12 of these satin, and they are made by the Pyramid Company. So they did make a lot of these satin ornaments through the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So each pack has its little original paper, and it has, when they sold new, they were $1.19, had the original packs of the lids for the boxes. So each one of the ornaments measures about, I think I measured, they're about 2.5 inches in diameter. So they would look great on a non-traditional Christmas tree. Thank you. I see your bid, Dave, of 14. Again, remember, one of the lime green ones is missing its little plastic ring to hang on the tree. These would look great on an aluminum tree. Thank you so much, Tom. And then the other set is this insanely mid-century orange. So I got them from the same estate. So I have to imagine they decorated the tree in these two colors. So
I want that tree.
I mean, could you imagine having an all-white tree or a silver tree with these colors on it? I mean, and as you can see, they're not all frayed. A lot of these are they tendency to fray a little bit. They're all in really good condition. These are the earlier ones. So these are the late 1960s. And I know that because of collecting Christmas, and I have the paperwork and the boxes they're in. So thank you all for the bids. Tom was in at 19. Dave is back in at 21. So it'll be on a full set of these, and they're all in good condition. One of the lime ones is missing its topper. So I'll show you them. And they glow. They literally glow in the light, more so than just some of the other colors. So this is your very typical. Thank you, Brian, in at 22. Dave's back at 25. Again, it will be choice on sets. 12 in each. One of the green ones, which I'm calling this like a lime green, it's like a metallic lime, is missing one of its little round tops. So again, very good condition. They are made by the Pyramid Company, who is known for these. If you guys aren't familiar with these satin ornaments, the centers of them are styrofoam, and then they have this satin kind of spun and pulled all the way around. But once you unwind one of these, I don't know if you guys remember as kids, when one of these starts to get, snagged or unwind, it can make a heck of a mess. But if you can, you ever get a set of these and you can trim them a little bit, you can still keep them from fraying. So we're going to start a countdown, gang. Again, it is going to be on choice of sets. We'll hold this one up and I'll hold this set. Imagine these with some baby blue or turquoise. They're good. So it'll be on choice. We're at 25, looking for 26. Let's count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I do. When I was a kid, one started to unwind, and once you start pulling and pulling and pulling, you could wrap it probably around your house 5 times. There's so much thread on these. So again, it's choice on sets. You can either take the orange set or the lime green set. And again, these two colors don't come around that often. So they are unique in that aspect. So there's our bid end. Brian, your just in case did come after the bid end, but you didn't need it because Dave had a just in case of 40, but you had a just in case of 50. So for $41, just have to let me know, sir, which ones you want. Brian, do you want the orange ones? You can put in orange. We'll just call these lime. So lime or orange, and you can take both sets. Like I said, they came from the same estate, so I believe they decorated the tree in both colors. But Brian, you get first choice at 41 on the orange or the lime, and you can take both. All right, orange. Dave, got you, Brian, for the orange. Thank you so much. So then, Dave, let me know if you're interested in at 40 for the lime ones. And if you take a pass on the lime ones, it looks like it's going to go back to Tom. So Tom would have dibs on the cool retro 60s lime ones. So no worries, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Dave, just let me know if you wanted the lime ones. Pass, you wanted them. That's okay. And then I will watch the chat. But it'll be up to you, Tom. Let me know if you want the lime ones at 19. Just say yes in the chat. If you pass, I will bring them back in the recap. And I think those are all the bidders. So, Tom, you could have these at 19. All right. Bill, you're up.
So this is my highest price item for the night, Jason, and it's going to start at $42. And it's a piece of Viking glass that I've never owned before. And this guy's owned some Viking glass in his time. It is a massive piece. It is the Viking Epic long console bowl, which a lot of people call the propeller. They nickname it the propeller because it looks like an airplane propeller, and it is in the persimmon color. And how great would those balls look in those two colors in this amazing piece? Now, it is 19 inches long, so it is a slab of Viking glass. And because it is so long, it's hard to not have any imperfections. There are one or two very small bubble inclusions. I can't find, there's one right here. It's so small, you can see it on the thing. They're present, but not a big deal in my estimation. So this was made to be a console bowl by Viking. And there's actually a second console bowl that's called the deep console bowl, where the sides come up a little bit more. And then there are strings of glass on the bottom that hold up the sides. But it's not the kind of piece that you come across every day in the world. It's pretty spectacular. Do you guys have one? Yes, that's the deep one.
Here's the deep one.
So isn't that interesting that they made a very similar design in two different models? And the deep, in my experience, is equally as super hard to find. I think they came in the three main colors: the Blunique, the Amberina, and the green. But I also know that the one that Mary Beth just held up also comes in that gorgeous smoke color that that Viking has, because I've actually seen pictures of it. But yeah, it's a super, super piece. It's big. You need to be committed to your glass collection to have a place for this, because I mean, it's like, it goes down below, like to the top of my big belly. That's how big it is. So pretty. Has a nice smooth bottom, no chips or cracks on it. These two lovely ribs underneath as supports. Just a really nice piece of glass. Hey, do you ladies know, did this come with candlesticks? Do you know? Laura Mary Beth? Did it come with candlesticks? Do you know?
The one that I bought from someone who was like liquidating her mom's estate, and I didn't see candlestick holders with her things.
Yeah, I didn't see it online either, but you know, console bowl is typically synonymous with candlesticks, so I don't know.
Did you look it up? I mean, in your big book?
I was on the Viking Art Craft Guide online, and they didn't say, so I don't know. So in 19 inches long and 8.5 inches from side to side, you could literally, a family could eat dinner out of this. So
I can see sushi on there.
Yeah, could you imagine a banana split in this?
Or some sushi. You could just line your sushi up in that.
Oh my goodness. So many good things you could do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. Right now we're looking for 61 or more. Thank you for your bids, everyone. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I decided today that this is too much glass for me to handle because every time I pick it up, there's a thumbprint in it. I probably have cleaned this thing 16 times today. It's too much glass for me. I'm not that clean. Oh, maybe I should put it in a bath. All right, so there's the bid end. So let's see what happened. Brian had a bid of 64, but Dave came in with a bid of 75. So congratulations, this is yours for $65. Massive piece of glass.
So
but staying in New Jersey. That's a good thing.
All right. Ladies, one thing real quick. I just want to make sure. Tom, if you're out there, if you wanted these for 19, that if you don't want them, there's no pressure. But if you did want the set of the lime ones at your bid of 19, just put yes in the chat. I didn't see an answer from you, and I wanted to offer them to you before they came back in a recap. But if you want them, Tom, they're 19 at your bid, and if not, they'll come back in the recap. All right, ladies.
Okay.
And like JDA said just a few minutes ago, those lime Christmas ornaments would look awesome in that console bowl.
They would.
It's hard to follow that Viking glass, everybody.
Oh, yeah. We don't even just... And by the way, we're not selling ours. Dave wanted to know if you wanted to sell yours.
Oh, not today, Dave. Maybe one day. So we're going to start this at $14 today, and this is for all of our boho friends out there.
Yes.
So we have a miniature peacock chair for your pleasure.
Bill, you can put a plant in it.
No, Helga wants it.
Oh God.
Oh my God, Bill.
Jason hates that thing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I rode around in that in Ohio with Bill in his car with her, and she gave me this, like I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck sticking up.
Looks like JDA may be in for those lime ornaments, Jason.
Okay. All right. Yep. All right. They're yours. You got them, sir.
So yeah, I mean, you could do all sorts of stuff with this. You could put like your little knee hugger elves on there, or your elf on a shelf.
Oh, wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah, at Christmas time.
That's adorable.
Yeah, just like put this up on your mantle or whatever and put your little elves in there.
Tina says I sat next to her in the back seat. Oh
God bless you, Tina. So sometimes you find these in not great shape. This one is actually in really good shape.
Yeah, it'd also be cute for, I mean, it's a little big, I guess, scale-wise for a Barbie, but it would still be cute.
It would.
It would.
It's got this cute little cord around it. I love this. For all
like
of
a
our
boho throne for Barbie. It's like her boho throne.
Exactly.
It is. It is. But like Bill said, you could put a plant in here. You know, all sorts of things. The sky's the limit, really.
Now, were these truly marketed as plant stands? I think they were, or were they marketed for both? Okay. All right.
Bill's saying yes. I didn't know.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
I have not that one, but I have a rattan chair in package from a plant store from like 1920. Yeah.
Got
Very cool. Awesome. So this one is 10 inches tall. And if there's no interest, we will move it along. Going once, going twice. Last chance. Awesome. All right. We'll pass on that one.
All right. Okay. All right, guys. I have my highest priced item of the night. It's going to start at $125. So this is going to start at $125. I know folks don't like to say hard, rare. This is a very, very hard swung vase to find. Okay. This is from 1960. You can document that this was put out from Viking in 1960. This is a flat bottom, and it is a epic six pedal with a ground base. So again, it is an epic, and they also call it epic flared. So it is an epic flared 6 pedal with a ground base. So it is a very hard to find vase by Viking. It is a very nice size. There actually is no condition issues. There's no imperfections to it. I love the fingers on it. Technically, when you count the nubs on it, we have 5 fingers present. So 5 fingers present, very atomic. There we can show the full top finger on it. Gorgeous with no condition issues. There's no sickness to the glass, nothing at all. And this measures 19 inches tall. So I almost have to hold it sideways. So it measures 19 inches tall. And again, it is in that honey amber. Look at how that comes. Look at how that kind of has the metallic feel in it with that big, large chunk of glass that you see there on the side. And again, here on the bottom, you can see it is the flat bottom, and you can see it is the 6 pedal all the way around. You can go online right now and you can look. You're not going to find any of these anywhere right now that I could find in any color. These flat bottoms were apparently not produced at all, that not many of them. I was amazed to find it. A lot of the 6 pedals, of course, are on a pedestal. But again, it is in the honey amber, and the first time it was introduced by Viking was in 1960. So if you guys are looking for a super unique swung vase, especially with these pools, I think this is it. I didn't measure this one pool. I'm just kind of curious to see what the one pool measures alone, like almost 5.5 inches on the long pool right there, 5.5 inches. So, Mary Beth, I know you love these vases that have these big, huge pools on them, but have you guys ever seen one of these by Viking, one of the flat bottom ones?
No, never.
I mean,
That's
honestly,
beautiful.
These vases, when they do sell online, they go for $200 to $300 in the colors, even if they are in the green, if they're in the persimmon, or if they are in the amber. But this is going to be a rare one to add to your collection. Again, I like the flat bottom, and I like the fact that this measures 19 inches tall, because it's going to look good in the front of your swung vases, or it's going to look kind of good with the foil one behind me. And of course, again, we love the honey amber. So
I love that color.
Wow.
It is beautiful.
All of my vases are Smith vases. If I were a Viking vase collector, I would be on that in a heartbeat.
No, I agree. And you know what? This is so hard for us not to keep. I was actually telling Tina, because I went out and gave it one last cleaning, so I wanted to make sure there was no imperfections in it. When I was cleaning it, I told her, I said, if this was in the peacock color, if this was a peacock, or even if this was in blue, I don't know that we would be selling it, because those are kind of our colors, the blues and the persimmons, because we got a persimmon Viking from you ladies. But we have to watch our hutch where we put it. This would be too tall, for this part. So, but again, this is a very hard to find. I spoke to a lot of people that deal in swung vases, and they said that these do not come around that often. The research I did even showed that I couldn't find any recently on any other platforms like eBay or anything like that. And then when they do sell, they go for a few $100s. So I was able to source it at a fair enough price that I thought $125 would be a great piece for somebody to get it. No damage, 19 inches tall. This right here, about 5.5, that pool. And if you count in the little nubbins, even the large pool, there's 5 fingers on it, 5 fingers on it. And the full name on it is the Epic 6 pedal with ground bottom. And then in other places where you research it, they call this the flared. They call it like a flared bottom on it. And I will tell you, there's a good amount of glass in this. So you can tell that probably if they would have pulled it a little more, and then added the pedestal to it, they would have had the glass. But I'm going to go ahead and count it down. We're at 135. Thank you guys so much for the bids. We're looking for 136 or more. We are doing just in case. There's no weirdness. There's no stains to it. I'll just have to clean my fingerprints off. But it's a gorgeous piece from 1960 was the first year they introduced this. And I don't think they kept it out many years after that. So 136 or more, counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Patricia. I mean, the optic in this, I'm just twisting it so that light, look how it looks like there's almost like metallic in there, like some kind of foil in there. The light just catches it. It's just beautiful. Okay, thank you guys for the bids. I see that. I see Dave in at 155, Mushroom Lover in at 156. Sally came in at 150, and Dave came in with a hard bid of 160 right before that bid ends. So Dave, congratulations, sir. You got yourself a Viking 6-petal flat bottom vase, $160, sir. Congratulations. All right there, Bill.
Jason, you just like saying flat bottom.
I do. Or should I say it has office butt? It has office butt from sitting
But
in
the bottom of it too was fairly bulbous.
It was very bulbous, Bill.
All right, I'm going to dial it back and do a round of choice for $12.
Right.
And I have my Pottery company for tonight. And I have the same set in 2 different colors. So the first set of candlesticks are in this gorgeous white color, and the Pottery company just calls it white. There's no fancy name for it. But this is by a lesser known early last century pottery company called Abingdon. Abingdon actually started out as a plumbing company in 1908 or something like that. And then in the 1930s, when there was this big rush of everyone doing art pottery, they started an art pottery line. And they did that for about 15 years before it went out of business. So this particular pattern, which is just called double, that's the name of it. It's just double. It's got these beautiful little scrolls down here and this nice little handle in the middle that you can carry it by. This was started in 1942. Double started in 1942. And I have a pair in their white color, and I also have a pair in what they call dawn blue. And I like these for winter. I think these are nice winter colors. Either the white or the dawn blue. And Abingdon, as you might imagine from a plumbing company that's making fixtures, it is a nice, thick, solid pottery. So if you just need a set of, nondescript but nice, sturdy candle holders, these are the ones for you. And that is the typical art pottery Abingdon stamp that you'll see on the bottom. That's how you spell it in case you didn't know. And Abingdon is fun to read about because they were the little engine that could. In fact, the people who wrote the book about Abingdon called them the stepchild of the Great Depression because they were trying to compete with Roseville and Weller and McCoy, and they just couldn't do it. But there is quite a bit of Abingdon, especially planters, that are out there to this day. So if you were just looking for a sweet little, solid set of pottery double candle holders, and they have good weights to them too. This is a good choice. The blue is in amazing condition. Nothing wrong with it. I would point out on the white, there is one small chip on the rim of the white right here, but the chip is white as well. It's a little discolored, but not bad at all. So
these are so good. I was just gonna say, you're right. These are good, hardy, and they do. Like, if you guys know how the porcelain or the pottery is made in your bathrooms, like, these are workhorses. And if you bought both sets, how great would they be to mix them together? And that blue always kind of hinged on closer to a periwinkle for me, which I always love.
So Abingdon, while they're not famous for their pottery, really, they are famous for their colors.
Yes.
Because these are the colors of our Abingdon created the colors of our mid-century bathrooms. So if you know the powder blue, the mint green, the pink, those colors that we see in mid-century bathrooms, those fixtures were made by this company. They just tried to do some art pottery for 15 years and weren't so successful at it, meaning they didn't outcompete the other companies. They made lovely things. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. It looks like we have a couple people who may be interested. And again, you're bidding on either the white or the blue. I'm not going to mix and match them, the white or the blue set. So we're looking for 13 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yes, Karen, Abingdon made a lot of pottery, so vases were also pretty popular. They also made a cookie jar. They made a lot of cookie jars, but there's one, I don't know if I can find it quickly. There's one with a witch flying a broom across the moon. I have been looking for that cookie jar forever. But as you can see, they made tons of different things, all with the same pottery they used to make toilets with. Pretty cool. And that's why I brought them today, because I was bringing the toilet, the toilet dollhouse. So,
Circle of life. Circle of life.
Yes, there is the bid end. So Gianna, you have first choice at 16. Just let me know if you want white or blue or both. Deborah's back up at 14, and then Deanna is back up at 12. So I will just watch the comments because it's 3 folks and 2 colors. Gianna's going to take the white. So the blue are available if that's what you wanted, Deborah. And if not, Deanna, you can let me know if you wanted Dawn Blue. Dawn Blue.
She wants it. She wants them.
Thank you all. Oh, Abingdon is so happy right now, even though they went out of business. They're happy.
They're cheering from the other side, Bill. Cheering from the other side. All right, ladies.
All right, guys, we've got a $24 start coming up. So we have for you guys a cream and sugar hazel atlas. Now, I don't think that these are a perfect quote unquote match, although they really look similar. So there's their handles. The creamer is like just the smidgenest, a little bit taller than the other, and their marks are just a little bit different. So there's that one, which is kind of skinny, the mark is, and then this one is a little fatter. My face that time. So they're just the slightest bit different, but they are definitely the same pattern. It's like they were made maybe
supposed to match.
Maybe a different day or something, but they're really close. So I'm gonna let you hold one,
I got
if you don't mind. And of course,
they got the glow.
The glow for you guys. But this is a beautiful set of these two. They're in excellent condition. There's no chips or cracks. And I don't even really see very many surface scratches on either of these. So these are just in really, really great condition. I wouldn't be afraid to use these, you know.
I like that they're big and chunky.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you could put candy in these. You wouldn't have to use them for cream and sugar. Although, you know, if you wanted to put cream and sugar out, like for Thanksgiving or whatever, this would be an excellent usage for that. Even you could use this for like gravy or something if you really wanted to.
And
Dave says, you know, I love the glow.
Yeah. Well, and this one is an open sugar. So this one I don't believe ever had a lid. So it is an open sugar.
I don't think so either, Jason. I think you're right.
Thanks for saying that, Jason. I think that's I think
there's no rim or anything. Yep. I'm pretty sure it's just the open sugar. So this is the way you would have had them.
But again, the creamer is just the slightest bit taller. So it really may not be a perfect match, although we did get them together. But they are just like a tiny bit different, but they look close enough together that I feel like they do go together.
He said, great for some eggnog. That would be cute.
Oh, yeah. That would be cute.
Yep.
They have the same handles. I think they go together.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really, really close.
They do see the same.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's just there are some slight differences that I have to point these things out or I don't feel good about it.
I know. I know you do. It's really funny.
All right. Well, I see JDA at 40. So we're going to start the countdown from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
And these have the good glow. You know, it's that 30s depression glass glow that's so good.
They do.
So good. I think we got a lag going here tonight, guys.
A little bit.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so Nikki for 42.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
congratulations.
You, everyone.
And Dave, your 45 did come after the bid end. We just want to make sure that we let you guys know that we are seeing them in the off chance something gets filtered. Karen Gillette, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender tonight. Thank you to Deanna for being the backup. And thank you to Holly for being a backup in case we need you guys. Thank you. $25, guys, and I'm bringing a piece of art tonight, okay? I feel that it matched my color palette. I bought a small art collection, and I sold my red one on a uniquely vintage about 2 Saturdays ago. So it's by the same exact artist. I have tried to research this artist. It is all abstract artwork that he did. It is all oil on canvas. I thought this was very, very mid-century. It's a nice narrow size. It is signed on the back by him, and his name is Engelberg C. Green. Okay, and like I said, I tried to do my research. They're in professional metal frames. They came from an art studio outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, but I bought them from an estate that had a whole bunch of them. So I thought, I thought I brought the one that was very, very mid-century. I felt this one was more late 60s looking to it. But again, it's very abstract. It kind of went with my color scheme, and this one does glow, believe it or not, under black light. So if you guys are into vintage looking artwork, there is no signature on it, but it does have his name on the back. So hello, Karen. So good to see you. But again, just $25 if anybody's interested. It is a nice narrow one. It's very, very earthy. To me, I feel like I see like flowers in it. I don't know what you guys see, but I do see flowers. I do see the yellows coming out in it, the lime greens. There is some white. There's a little hint of orange tucked into it. And let me get it up close so you guys can see. Look at the texture of the paint on here. So Angela, I see you for 25. Thank you so much. The measurements on this, as I show it to you up close, it measures 10 inches wide by 20 inches long, okay? And in the off chance you don't want the frame, I could take it out of the frame, but I actually like the frame. I don't see these metal ones in this lime green color, or milky avocado color ever. So here is the back of it, okay? And here I can get that close to the camera for you to see. That is what's on it, and then this is the gallery. I tried to research the gallery after the first one that I sold. The gallery is no longer around because I was actually going to call them to try to help me authenticate who this individual is, because every piece of the artwork from him or her or they is this very, very mid-century feeling abstract art. So I did say that it has a glow to it. Everywhere where you guys see the white, it does glow under black light. And it's not going to show too well, but if you by chance had a room that had a black light, anywhere that you see the white on it, right in here, all that would fluoresce. And it does in a dark room. I tested. It does kind of cascade up a little bit with the glow. So it does give an eerie kind of feel to it. But let me pull it back here so you guys can see it under more direct light. So it shows very lime. And then when it's under less light, a lot of the more emerald hunter greens come out in it. So it's just a gorgeous piece. It's going to fit in a narrow way. It's going to look good. And then, for example, I brought some pieces. That's why I brought the ornaments. But like this piece, this really pulls the greens out. I think you guys can see how it kind of pulls the green out in the earth tones of the pottery. And even the amber vase in front of it looked really well. So if you guys are into Hager pottery and into mid-century, like you have it over here, you can kind of see the greens, but you put that right in front of that. It really pulls out all the greens in it. So we have a bid in at 25. Thank you so much. We're looking for 26 or more. We're going to go ahead and count this down.
Jason, we had a quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you. There's a question. Somebody wanted you to repeat the artist.
The artist's name is Ingeborg. It's Ingeborg, and it's spelled Ingeborg. It's Ingeborg, which is very German. Ingeborg, which would be very, it would be correct for it to be a Pennsylvanian person. I see you, Sarah, at 25. So it's Ingeborg, and then it's C. Green. And then this one has Roman numeral X, XIX, okay, XIX on it. I have tried to research this person. I can't find them. I have probably 5 other pieces of this style of artwork from them. I tried to research because after I sold the first one, had so much, was so, everybody enjoyed it so much. I enjoy this one. I wanted to reach out to the gallery so that they could give me some more history on it. They're not there anymore. So I can't find anything on this individual. So this could be...
confirm it is an oil painting, correct?
It is an oil on canvas. It is. Tina graduated from Columbia in Chicago with an art degree. I have it on a very good authority that this is oil on canvas, and it is a thick oil on canvas. If I can turn it here, you can actually see that the texture, and you can see where they took the knife when he was painting, or they were painting and cutting into it. So it's not like a home goods kind of thing. Yes, Bill?
They want you to turn it around.
Turn it around. Okay. To me, it speaks like it's in, if you were going to ask my honest opinion, I'm going to tell you, I feel like it's in a frame from the 80s or the 90s. But that does not mean that's when it was painted. It could have been that somebody got the paintings. They could be 70s, they could be 60s, and then put them in the frame, because I do have some in wooden frames from the 60s. So they could have been reframed later in these frames. But this is probably a higher grade, gallery style, put it together with the flat screws kind of frame. So it's oil on board. It is oil on canvas that is on a board. So it is pulled and on a board. I did not take it apart to see the one that is apart. It was oil on a canvas board. Okay. But they put this backing on these when, like I said, I have two versions of his pictures. I had a few that were in these 90s style metal frames, and I have a few that are in the 1960s wooden ones. So yes, it is a canvas board that it's painted on. And then you can see where they did get in there with their knife or their metal tool, when they paint, and got in there, and you can feel and see how he kind of carved it in with some texture. So in my mind, it's a very high quality oil painting that it screams mid-century to me. I mean, it could be in a modern day home. It could be in a, and just maybe in any kind of a core house. But to me, it spoke very mid-century. So let me see if we can get it back here so you guys can see. And we were in at 30. Thank you so much. We're looking for 31 or more. It measures 10 by 20. So 10 across, 10 long. And it could be a sleeper artist. I can't find any information. So 31 or more, counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I know, Jamie. That's why I say he, she, or they, because I think that is I can think that name can be male or female. I did do some research on how to pronunciate the name. It is Ingeborg. It's Ingeborg is the German pronunciation for it. So thank you all for the bids. There's the bid end. Jana had a just in case of 42, but Sarah came in with a just in case of 55. Sarah, congratulations. It's yours for $42. Thank you guys so much. And if anybody out there in the community finds out anything about the individual, please email us, because I have a few more and would like to know some more info. All right, Bill. Thank you.
$32, Jason. And since everyone is bringing their glowy things, I'll bring my glowy thing. And I think this would look super with that painting that Jason just sold. I have a gorgeous cluster of clear lucite grapes. There are 20 grapes on this cluster, and I'm starting at $32, which, if you know, you know, because there are a couple grapes on this cluster. I'm trying to find one that have a horizontal line in them. Yeah, there's one right here. There's a horizontal line in it. It doesn't actually affect the glow at all. And if you know how, yeah, look at that.
It's good.
How cool is that? And for me, this is a nice neutral grape cluster. It's not one of those ones that's like glaring and in your face, but so good for winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you might notice too, there's no greenery on it. This particular artist made it with these little sort of swirls of brass wire, these little curly cues that you might see on an actual grapevine, and they're all over it.
So
They're
good.
super, super cool on a really nice sturdy piece of wood. And you might have seen it in my preview because I had it actually in the console bowl.
Look good.
And that looked really cool as well. Although if you were to do that, I would put like felt or something in between them. But I think it's really, really good. And it's a big cluster too. It is 13 inches from the top over here, 13 inches, and 7.5 inches from the top to the base where it would be here. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. And yeah, this color, I happen to just luck upon the clear and the champagne colored ones. I have a beautiful champagne one as well that I'll probably bring around New Year's, but it's just so, so good. In fact, one of the stores Jason, Tina, and I were at yesterday had a whole bunch of smaller ones, like ones with 4 or 5 grapes on them. And they were in the colors that I love, but this is a color that I adore, like just so good, or lack of color, I should say.
Gorgeous, Bill. You never see this.
It sits nicely on a surface. Sometimes they get all wobbly, and it looks good from both sides. Sometimes there's only one side where it looks good. And if you were going to hang it or mount it, because a lot of people do it because they are grapes after all, that's great as well. Thank you, Wanda. That's very sweet. I appreciate that. And sometimes the clear lucite, depending on the concentration of the material that glow inside, they look milky and gross. These are just really shiny and beautiful. And you actually get a little bit of a pink hue as well. They're fantastic. They're
gorgeous,
fantastic.
Bill.
So let me go ahead and count it down as long as I didn't miss any questions. So right now we're looking for 66 or more. Thank you everyone for your bids. And if you are an active bidder, you can use it just in case. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm not Helga's keeper, Karen. I'm her prisoner.
Oh my. Are you going to dress her up as like somebody for Christmas, maybe, Bill? Maybe.
No, she's about to go into a box on her way to Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
Don't do it.
Elaine, I see you're just in case of 100, but you didn't need it. So this gorgeous piece comes to you for 65. Thank you, everyone, for your bids.
So good.
That's
all
gorgeous.
right, ladies.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So our next piece, we're going to start at 35.
Didn't you love those grapes?
Yes.
Have you ever seen clear?
I know. Those are the coolest grapes I've ever seen.
Oh.
All right. So we're going to start this at 35. I have seen this piece in green, blue, red, and pink, but never in orange before. So it's probably coming across as red in the picture, but this is so orange. It looks so persimmon. So this is a Fenton handkerchief vase, a thumbprint pattern. And I swear, I know it's coming through as red, but it's the orangest thing I've ever seen. When I saw it, I was like, holy moly, I've never seen it in that color. And I was so excited. And of course, doubly excited because it still had its sticker.
I love it so much when it has the sticker.
I know. That just makes it better.
I like the Fenton sticker. There's something so like Americana about the Fenton.
Right?
There is.
This one is like 8 and a eighth, basically.
Growing up, I didn't like Fenton. And my grandmother and, of course, Mom had come across it all the time. I cannot tell you the amount of Fenton that has gone by the wayside around my place. And I'm like, oh, I should have that back.
Laura, I know there was a time in this business where Fenton dipped down, and it was a no. And now I'm happy to say that it's made a resurgence, and I'm here for it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
So we were really lucky this past weekend. We went shopping and we met with our good friend Colleen, Irish girl.
Oh yeah, we saw her in the chat. I think she didn't get to stay long, but
so Irish girl was with us when we stumbled upon this piece, and I was so excited. Awesome. Again, I just haven't seen it in orange before, and I was really excited because when I saw it from a distance, I was like, "Ooh, that looks like a really nice piece of Viking." And I got on it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's
line it up with the wall right there."
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Yep. And this looks like
a shows behind it.
And it glows beautifully. I don't know if I showed that or not. The edges glow beautifully as well as the base.
It looks like a flame of fire, like a big ball of fire. That's what I love about it. Mid-century and classy all at the same time.
Yeah.
Karen said, did you say Karen needs that? Oh.
All right, guys. I see Karen at 55, so I'm going to start the countdown from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
What color is it?
Orange.
I just want to hear you say it again because
Oh,
somebody
great.
commented on the way you
Somebody's
say
making fun of me.
it.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
So good. And these are nice big vases too. Even if you wanted to use them, they're good. Right, Bill, to put a plant in? Isn't that what we do with these?
I would never put a plant in this, Jason. What are you talking about? That's madness.
Well, Karen had a straight bid of 65. So Karen chasing vintage. It looks like
All
it's
right.
going to you.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
everyone. Thank you, Karen.
Karen, you're going to be happy with that one. That it's beautiful.
Yes.
In person, oh my gosh.
I think that anything like that should now be called Karen's color. I think anything that's close to that should just be called Karen's color from here on out. We'll just call it Karen's color. So, guys, thank you all for hanging out with us. If you are not subscribed by chance to the 3 people on the channel, Bill, Garden Guy Bill, or Laura Mary Beth of Fatbird Finds, please make sure you subscribe to their channels. Up next, I have some Fenton, and they're going to start at $20 each. Gang, I consider these the workhorses of the Fenton console bowls because they can be used for so many different purposes. Both of mine do have the Fenton label on them. Okay, this is the hobnail centerpiece bowl. Okay, that's what they call this. They call this the centerpiece bowl. At least everybody that I know calls it that. And this one is in the gorgeous honey amber. Again, it does have the hobnail on it. It has its original Fenton label. Now, all the holes in here are for your taper candles. Okay, so I know what you're saying. Jason, I don't like candles. When this is on display from the side, you do not see it. Thank you, Dave. I see you in at 28. From the side, you do not see it. Okay, so it's a gorgeous scalloped, center bowl. But what's great about these is that you can have all these different candles. You can stick your lucite, your taper candle, then you get into your larger pillar candle, and then your even bigger pillar candle. No chips, no cracks. And then if you have your smaller tapers, you can. You guys can even put those candle rings in here and have some flowers coming out. If you don't want to do any of that, you want to fill the bowl with some candies, you could do that. You could do all sorts of things with it, okay? No chips, no cracks. I love the scalloped bottom on these, and they are stamped Fenton. They are some of the great colors of the 60s and the 70s that they made. So I have the honey amber, and I also have the colonial green, also known as the olive green. This one has its label as well. No chips, no cracks. There is some fading to this one now, okay? Same exact design. Like I told you, you can use it for all sorts of different candles. This one also is stamped Fenton on the bottom. Of course, you could put in all kinds of candy, Gavin. Absolutely. These come in almost every single color that Fenton made in the 70s and the 80s at least, okay? But what's really great about these is if you find 2 colors that go together, and I think these are, Bill, don't you think? I think these are kind of the colors of fall right here. These are the 2 colors of fall. So what's great about it is that if you have these and you really want to be bougie and you like the colors together, they can be stacked together and you can use them together. So you could put a flower ring in between them, have some flowers coming out. You could put some candles in the top one, do all sorts of different things. But I've even seen folks just use these bowls so that you can see them from the side. So you don't have to use all that workhorse that they put on the inside for you with all those holes for candles. So it'll be choice on the colonial green or the honey amber made by Fenton. 1970s colors, I think, at their best, which have really come back. They're great for, cottagecore. They're great for mid-century. They're even great if you just have a plain old, house that needs some color. And the color looks really good coming through these of the sun because of the hobnail, no chips, no cracks. So we're going to count them down. We're in at 28 with Dave. Thank you so much. It's going to be on choice. That's all I think I can say about them. I love these. I love these bowls, and I don't think they get the attention that they deserve because they can be used for so many different things. So 29 or more, counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I love these together. You could even, when we talk about measurements on the inside, you could use this as a e-pern, get yourself like a compote. They do sit down inside there where the taper candle is. You can make them little e-perns. They don't.
I think a lot of people don't know what these are when they see them out.
I
And
agree.
I've actually seen people on Instagram put those glass votives with the little bases in those holes, and it looks super cool.
Agreed. And you're right. I mean, these can be used for so many things. They look at the inside and they're like, what is that? This is actually a candle frog. Instead of a flower frog for flowers, you can use this for everything. All right, Dave. Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations. All right, Bill.
$28, Jason. And I'm going to bring the glass back about 5 or 6 decades from that. I have some early American glass, which on the outside could possibly be Fenton, but I'm pretty sure that it's Northwood. It is this gorgeous carnival glass vase, and it stayed in my collection for so long because I've never owned one until this one, where it started carnival at the top, and if you notice, it becomes clear. So it's this beautiful carnival ombre, and it is in the panel design. So it's actually the panel and twist, if you're familiar with the different designs that they did. So there are panels of glass that go around, and then there's a slight twist. It has a bottom that both Fenton and Northwood used. There's not an N in the middle, but if this is early Northwood, it might not be there. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty confident that it's Northwood, but I don't know for sure. Like the older glass that was handmade, it is in great condition, but it does have some little bits of pitting in it because that's what we would expect. And those are just little inclusions. Most of the ones on this, and there may be 2 or 3 of them, are on the inside of the glass. There's one I can feel on the outside here, on the outside surface. You know, I didn't test it, and I should have tested it because last time I brought something like this, Laura and Mary Beth asked me. It doesn't glow, but that's a good point. This is a clear base, so we wouldn't necessarily expect the glow in a clear base color. With some of the other base colors, we do see it glow more often, but it is really, really pretty. Deborah, it looks like it was made by magic. Awesome. Yeah, isn't that tipping really beautiful too? You really see that iridescent carnival gas slick, oil slick look up at the top, and then just this beautiful ombre down to clear. And then they did a little carnival around the rim, and that was surface. So this is the color of the glass, and then this is surface carnival, which over time has worn off, but it is super pretty. And it's a big one, like we see. It's one of the bigger carnival glass vases, 13.5 inches tall, 4 inches at the base across. And just look at the mouth on this. It's so, so good. No chips or cracks up there. And then you really see the paneling. Oh, that just looks like a perfect flower, doesn't it? With like the bottom is like the inside of a flower, and then the petals. This is gorgeous. Really pretty. All right. Thank you all for your interest. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown on this one. Super pretty. And if you're a carnival glass vase collector, this might be something that adds a little bit of variety if you have some marigold already, because it is marigold that goes down to clear. So right now we're looking for 31 or more. Wanda's in with 30. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So for those of you who are wondering, I just finally bought the Pixie cabinet. And that is in response to Mary. That's why I'm letting go of this, because I showed Jason the cabinet yesterday, and I needed space for the cabinet. So some of the glass had to go. So Karen, thank you so much for the bid end. So Wanda had a 30, and Steele came in with a just in case of 44. So Dee, thank you so much. This is coming to you for $31. Congratulations.
Gorgeous, Bill. All right, ladies.
All right, guys, we've got a $24 start for you all. And we've got another chained family. So we have this really pretty, like, bronzy colored deer. I'm going to let you hold the babies, if you don't mind. So this chain has probably been replaced. I do not believe that's original. But she's so pretty with her big eyes. She does have some paint loss here and there, like the ends of her ears. Those are not chips, but those are like paint loss areas. Tip of her tail, sort of on her nose. And then, of course, her babies are a little paint lossy as well. But, oh my gosh, the kitsch on these, so pretty. they could probably do with a nice scrub, but I didn't want to scrub them beforehand because I didn't want to make them lose any more paint than they already have lost.
Yeah,
Are these part of the Epic collection?
Yes.
So
We're
good.
hey though, we're almost through it. We're getting toward the end of the
we've
deer.
got a few really pretty planters to put back for Christmas time because they're so cute with the little Bambies on there. But we've gotten all the way through almost.
Yes.
And
So again, no chips or cracks on these pieces, but do be aware that they do have some paint loss in places, and they could do with a nice scrub.
Babies are so cute.
Yeah, the babies, it's always good when you can find these with their original babies because they do get separated over time. And these guys have stayed together. So that's awesome.
I love the seated position that those babies are in. So they're the word nuggets. They're just like little
So
nuggets.
sweet.
Yes, they are little nuggets for sure. Facing different directions. So sweet. But these are perfect for Christmas as well. Put these out amongst your Christmas display and they would just fit in just greatly.
the rounded heads on the deer, I love them. I think it makes them feel and look even more mid-century.
Uh-huh.
Yes. All right. I see Mary Beth at 24. So I'm going to start the countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
So good for Christmas time. I would tie like a little bow around the larger one. Oh, it looks so kitschy.
Yes, for sure.
So good.
I'm sorry, my fingernails looked dirty. They're not. It's paint. I was spray painting, and it's terrible to get out from under there.
Laura
It
thinks
is.
everybody's always judging her fingernails.
I do the same thing before live. I'm like, do they need cut? Does everything look all right? I do too, Laura. All right. Looks like it's going to Mary Beth.
Thanks, Mary Beth. We appreciate it.
And was Karen asking all of us what is our favorite Halloween costume we wore?
Did you see what Patty Rose just said? She dressed up as a window.
Oh my God, that would be so much fun. So, ladies, Laura, what was your favorite Halloween that you ever dressed up as? A costume that you wore for Halloween?
Gosh, that's a hard one. Well, my favorite pictures, you know how you can just remember certain pictures, childhood pictures. It was a clown.
Okay.
And yeah, it was adorable. It was that.
Right, there
My
it is.
favorite one was Murder Elf.
I knew it. All right.
We should have worn our costumes again tonight.
You should. That would have been so fun of you guys. Bill, how about you?
So if you remember one of the songs from Rocky Horror, they mentioned a character called the Satanic Mechanic. So I just created the Satanic Mechanic in my head, and during college I dressed up as him.
Okay. All right.
That's great.
Awesome.
Mine was, remember the Gremlins? Wasn't his name Gizmo, the guy in that? Yep. I had just the mask and then the little, plastic little body cover that was him. And I don't know why, that's Gizmo. The one I remember. So I was happy to be Gizmo. So
that's gonna be your new nickname. I'm gonna call you Gizmo.
Call me Gizmo. Just call me Gizmo. What did the folks say? Call me something, but don't call me late to dinner. It's always like that cheesy phrase. Bill, you were gonna say something else. What else were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. All right. Then $28 is my next item, and I have a gorgeous piece of mid-century pottery. It is unsigned, believe it or not. I truly believe in the research I did. I believe it's unsigned Hager, okay, because those are the numbers. Usually Hager always did emboss it. In some cases, Hager did not. If it isn't Hager, then it could be McCoy. It's probably one of those two. It's either unsigned McCoy. Bill, do you have any ideas? I'm thinking it's either nonetheless, it's a gorgeous piece of mid-century earth-toned pottery. And it's a nice. What were you going to say, Bill?
I know it's not, but doesn't the glaze look like Francoma to you?
It kind of does. It would, and that's what I was going to say. Like I showed it with the picture. This is going to accompany so many different medias that you guys have. If you have things like a Francoma, thank you so much, Laura. If you guys are going to pair this with some glass, I had it with, the vase. It looked good. It looked great with that picture because it pulled out all the greens. I mean, this has almost every earth tone that you could imagine. It has the greens, it has the creams, it has the browns, it has the dark browns. Plus it has this, look at this. Doesn't this look like it looks like almost a chocolate drip over it. I know my lights kind of catch it, but it almost looks like in a bulbous bottom, like Bill would say. I did my best to research this. The two that kept coming up was that it could be. Do you think it could be Weller? I don't know.
I don't think you should say bulbous.
Oh, okay. I'm with you. Mary Beth. Okay. A rounded bottom, but there's minimal crazing. There's no chipping to it. It's just a gorgeous mid-century vase. Maybe, Karen, it is Weller. I don't know. The research that I could do, because I know I do. We tried the Google image. We tried to check our reference books. This stamping here on the bottom is very reminiscent of Hager, but the USA is also kind of like a McCoy USA. So it's going to be one of the USA pottery companies no matter what, because it is stamped USA. So it is a gorgeous mid-century earth-toned vase. It's 13 inches tall. It's 13 inches tall. There are no chips. There are no cracks. Again, let me spin this around for you so you guys can see all the gorgeous color. You can see how the brown drip just kind of drips around, and they have like a spot of the lighter tone. Let's get up here close on that. And the haziness is just from my fingerprints. We will clean that off before we ship it. So again, a gorgeous vase, very nice size. It measures.
It is McCoy Floraline.
Is it McCoy? Okay. Thank you, sir.
Floraline.
Okay. So it is McCoy. Those were the two that kept coming up. I kept getting either McCoy or unsigned Hager, because there was a couple times that Hager did not sign their pottery. But usually with Hager, because Bill has even said, and he's right, when you research the numbers, that always comes up and shows you it with Hager. When I put in those numbers, I wasn't getting the vase. So I was getting the vase in a search, but not with the numbers.
So Floraline is the line of McCoy pottery that was contracted by the floral industry, and they almost never put McCoy on the bottom. Gotcha. So that would have been sent to someone's house with an arrangement.
Well, I think that's even better. Could you imagine what kind of gorgeous flowers? I mean, that would have been a big bouquet to be in a 13-inch vase with a rounded bottom. So again, gorgeous earth tones. Hopefully you guys are seeing through the camera. You're seeing the greens coming through. You're seeing the veining in there, almost like a marbling effect to it that then goes into a cream, and then the other browns. I mean, it is just gorgeous. There's no chips at all to the top. Very clean on the inside, which you guys can't see. There is minimal to almost no crazing, which just amazes me. So,
and Jason, just look at the design of the mouth. That mouth is a frog in itself.
It is.
It has to hold the stems in 4 different directions.
You're right. You're exactly right, Bill. Now that you say that, you're right. I love the fluting on the sides. It looks very pinched. Do you know what I mean? So if you guys love your pinched Blanco glass or things like that, this is going to look well with it. If you have like a gorgeous little banquet table that you guys decorate with, this would even look good as a centerpiece at your Thanksgiving table. But the earth tones are really in right now because they go good with mid-century. They go good with cottage core. They go good with your modern decor as well. So let's go ahead and count this down. We're in at 30 right now with Paula. We're looking for 31 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So we'll count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It just looks like a big blob of chocolate dripped down there. I love it. It is. It's like a caramel. You're exactly right, Karen. That's what I loved about it. Plus, with the colors I went with tonight, just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Thank you guys for all the bids and the interest. I see that we had Laura in with a just in case of 42, but Paula came in with a 43 right before the bid end. So Paula, congratulations. It's coming to you for $43. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Bill.
From a McCoy collecting perspective, that's a good get, because who knows what that is out there. I mean, they're probably passed on all the time. And it just so happens, Jason, I'm going to start at $22, and I already lined up my next piece.
All
I
right.
was going to bring a piece of McCoy, and it is in this gorgeous teal color, which would look fantastic with that vase you
It
just
would. It would. Look at that. Look at that on the screen together. Look how that's
got.
going to pull. It's going to pull the blues out. That's what it's going to do.
They're from the exact
Gorgeous.
same time period too.
Yep.
So this is from McCoy's Harmony line, and it's late 50s, early 60s. This design, this really interesting design, came out in 1961. And I'm trying to give you a close-up look because it has a striated effect, very mid-century with these. Can you see the white lines that are
Yep.
going through it? So it has almost like this supersonic rocket kind of vibe to it. Really, really cool, like an atomic look to it. And it's a nice big piece. And it does come in a few colors, but this teal color or turquoise, I don't know what you would call it, aqua color, is so beautiful. The glaze is great. There's no condition issues. It's just so, so good. And it's got that beautiful McCoy on the bottom. That's just a place that wasn't glazed. And it is big. It's 12 inches from side to side, and it is 5 inches tall. And it's a great color if you love your blues and silvers at Christmas. And it's a great color if you love putting your colored Easter eggs in something. But more so, it's a great color if you want to put a big, full philodendron or pothos in this. Imagine how good a plant would look in this thing.
See, I see beaded fruit in it. I think some mid-century beaded fruit in there would look really, really good.
Or those satin orange balls that you sold earlier today.
This
right?
is true. Oh, yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Bill. I'm with you.
Now that I'm looking at it on screen too, do you see a bluebird?
Oh, yeah, I do. I
kind of
do.
see a bluebird there.
I do.
Huh. That's interesting.
I do. Very like a partridge family kind of, you
Yeah,
know,
a
like
partridge bird. That's
yeah.
that's it,
Uh-huh. Yep. I see. I wasn't just saying yes, Bill. I truly
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
see. Not necessarily a blue bird, one word, but a blue bird, two words.
Right,
Like a
right.
partridge. Yeah.
Seashells. I'm with Tracy. Some very, very down the shore, some seashells, you know, Bill, some sand in your feet like you like, all that good stuff.
Okay, I'm going to start a countdown. Right now, we're looking for 23 or more. Brian's in at 22. Thank you so much. 23 or more for this gorgeous piece of 1961 McCoy pottery from the Harmony line. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And also, to my knowledge, Harmony only comes in this design and a taller vase. They only made 2 pieces in the entire line.
McCoy's getting so hard to find anywhere. Anywhere.
No, it's not. It's all right here.
I know. Well, it's all up in North Jersey is where it's at Bill's house.
Congratulations, Brian. This gorgeous piece is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All righty, ladies.
All right. We have a $15 start next, and we have something different. Like I told Jason earlier, we have a really random assortment of things today. So we have a purse, a vintage purse. I'm going to let Laura talk about this because I don't know anything about it.
Well, it is obviously this is needlepoint. Okay, so it's needlepoint hand done by someone. This I think this was supposed to look like Bakelite because a lot of times the trim was Bakelite, but this is lucite. It's not the same, you know. It's not. It's lighter weight than Bakelite would be, but the lucite's still cool. So it's like a faux tortoiseshell lucite kind of look.
Yeah, so I think that's the coolest thing about this is that it's lucite, little clasp and handle at the top, and then it's satin on the inside.
Isn't that cool? There's a dropped stitch here and there, but that just happens sometimes in these old vintage needlepoint pieces.
Like, for example,
but it's not very noticeable.
It's just a little sparse here and there in the stitching, but it's so cool. Like when Laura showed this to me, I was like, what is going on with that handle? That is the coolest handle I've ever seen. And I love that, you know, the chain is made out of the lucite as well.
This is so good. And a lot of the apparel dealers right now are saying that this is what's in fashion right now. They're all looking for these tapestry style purses, these heavier carpeted almost. style purses. They're really going to be, I think, even in more fashion in the next 6 months. But they're saying for the fall that this is what they're stocking up on. Tina can't even keep them in stock.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See, Mary Beth?
What do I know?
Well, no, they are. They're really becoming in fashion again. So.
And I really do. I like the colors of this one. This is a really pretty fall color scheme.
Yeah.
Right. It's gorgeous. And it's in very good condition, clean. Hi, Lucinda.
Yeah, like Laura said, there might be a sparse stitch here and there. Like, let's see, like right there, if you can see that at all. But overall, it's in really good condition. The inside looks really good as well.
Tina's saying that they may have made these in kits.
Oh.
You know, where you could do the needlework yourself and then put it together with the purse.
Very cool. All right, well, we see Holly at 15, so we'll go ahead and do the countdown from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
You know, a lot of times when you find those, the tops are chipped or broke. Yours looks like it's in really good vintage condition.
It is. It really is.
Gorgeous. Oh, yeah, hang it on your wall. A lot of folks do that with those too. They do.
Or use it as a makeup bag or a travel bag to put in a suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a great idea too.
All right, guys. So it looks like it's going to Holly for 15. She outbid herself. So it's going to you, Holly, for 17. She had a bid of 17.
Thanks, Holly. We appreciate it.
Congratulations. All right, guys. I'm going to follow your lead. And I have a mid-century cuff bracelet. Tina has us offering up a cuff bracelet tonight. It's going to be at $15. It has a very, very brutalist kind of feel to it. But this is very fashioned from the 1960s, 1970s, very mid-century. You can see that this style of design was very popular back then. It is coming back into fashion again, and it is this gorgeous cufflet. It is made of a brass copper mix, so it does have this forging feel to it. When you measure it, it does fit about 3 inches. So it is about 3 inches. Now, they can be bent a little bit, but you don't want to bend them too much to fit your individual wrist. So again, thank you, Cheryl. I see you in at 15. It's just a gorgeous piece of mid-century jewelry. It's going to look really, really good this time of the year, especially with these earth tones on there. And if you guys love like the Curtis Jeers kind of look, if you love the Mad Men almost kind of feel, heading out of the mid-60s into the latter part of the 60s, this is definitely in fashion for you. And it's going to look very modern, but these are from the 1960s. They are mid-century, and there is no damage. There is slight tarnishing to it, but that's part of the look. You guys can see there on the inside. There is no signature for an artist. We couldn't find an exact artist, but you can find replicas of this to show that this is mid-century. So again, it is roughly just about 3 inches to the cuff that you can, bend these a little bit, but you don't want to bend them too much. And again, I think they just have this great forged, kind of hammered feel. And it is a copper and it is a brass blend. So,
Jason, I think that would look good on anyone. I don't think it's not just for women.
Good point, Bill. You're exactly right. It is both. It is masculine and it is feminine. You are correct. It has a great look. And in the color, that's why in the light, I keep moving it. It pulls out all those browns and coppers and golds. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, look, it would fit. Like if you, honest to God, it would.
Good on you.
It does. No, it does. And it feels good too. I would have to have it. I have smaller wrists for a man, but you can bend that a little bit to fit. No, you are right, Bill. It has a really good feel to it. Now let's just hope I can get it off so I can sell it. Oh, I don't know about you guys when you try on a bracelet, but I get into like a panic attack. Or have you guys, maybe Laura, even you or Bill, when you were at the shops, like people try a ring on and it don't come off easy. I kind of have I have a panic attack. And then there's one time a lady tried a ring on at the store. She couldn't get it off. She had to stay at the store for almost an hour till she could get it off. She didn't want to pay for it. She didn't want to buy it.
Oh, man.
Olive oil behind the counter.
That's a good idea. That was a good idea. I offered to spit on her finger. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. So we're in at 18. We're in at 18 with Patty Rose. I'm looking for 19 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. Again, mid-century. The two medias are brass copper mix, and this is right in line with mid-century. I see very brutalist, which I love, which is, I think, kind of masculine, even yet soft all at the same time. So 19 or more, counting down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're all right, but Cheryl, she did. She ended up going into the bathroom and using some of the hand soap to get it off. Yeah,
Hi, Mary.
Hey, Mary, how are you? Me offering to spit on her finger. I don't know. Didn't go over to
You said it once, Jason. You didn't need to.
Yes, I did, because I feel like it grossed you out, Bill. All right, Cheryl, I see you're 21. Patty had a just in case of 27. So, Patty, it's yours for $22. Thank you all so much.
Okay, everybody, we have 2 more rounds before the recap. And Jason, I'm going to start this at $15 if anyone's interested in a gorgeous serving piece. I have the classic Treasure Craft apple fruit and dip dish, which is in great condition. I found a piece of Treasure Craft, everyone, that has a little bit of paint loss, but doesn't have any chips around the edge. And if you know Treasure Craft, you know it is the chippiest ceramic that we know of in the world. It just chips. Now, there is paint loss, but that's par for the course when it comes to Treasure Craft. And there is the Treasure Craft mark here on the back. This particular apple shape, which I think is so reminiscent of the fall and a great color for the holidays, also comes in a green. Those are the 2 colors that this comes in, and this is huge. So there's a place, and there's actually there's a divided line down the middle. So if you wanted to divide your fruit or the 2 dips that you put in the center, you'd be able to do that. But it's got a lot of space if you're someone who throws parties or someone who needed a big serving tray for a large portion of snacks or food. This is a good choice. And I love the idea that, your guests, after they eat the fruit, are going to get to the bottom of this and see how glorious it looks. I mean, because Treasure Craft did this like lava volcano painting so well. So pretty.
Good night, Kim.
Good night, Kim. So it is, I'm just trying to find the size. It is 14 inches long, top to bottom, and 10 inches across. Yes. Perfect for charcuterie, perfect for, who knows, macaroni and cheese. You can eat that. Cheese curds in the middle, macaroni and cheese to dip it in on the outside, right? Or, Jason, what if we had these at the salad bar yesterday? Imagine how much salad we could put in here.
I would put my pepperoncinis in one area, and then I would put my ranch in another and just dip them in and eat them. That's what I would do.
And then we would not be shopping all day. We'd be at the hospital all day. Not a good idea.
Probably. Oh, candied apples.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with you, Wanda. I want to hang out with Wanda. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown, Karen. Thank you for your bid of 15. We're looking for 16 or more. If anyone else is interested on this really great piece of Treasure Craft. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, the diner that we went to yesterday, Jason and I, actually all 3 of us got the salad bar, but the plates were like this big.
Yeah, they were tiny.
Come on.
It was a joke.
I'm a big guy. I need a platter. Give me a platter.
Yeah.
They're afraid of how much I can eat. That's the problem.
They saw us coming and swapped out the plates, Bill. That's what they did. Right.
All right. Karen Gillette, thank you for the bid end. Karen Chasen Vintage, this is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies.
Man, that had your number, Bill. The waitress was back there just waiting. She had her small plates just ready to swap out.
Unacceptable.
Okay, so this is $10 start, and this is a choice round. So
Okay.
I'm going to follow Jason's jewelry with a little bit of jewelry. So first of all, there's this pretty brooch, and it's the enamel on copper.
Wow.
So I feel like that's super mid-century.
Mm-hmm.
Look how old the pin is on that.
That's good. That's good.
There it is. Yeah. So we
So
have this
abstract.
pin.
I kind
I
of see a
love that.
flower, don't you, Bill? I sort of see a flower on that.
Yeah, actually, I do.
Is it like
That's
an
It does
really
look
iris?
like a flower, doesn't it?
It does.
And then also we have this necklace, and it's a really pretty tiger's eye. Every piece is a piece of tiger's eye, and I just think that's beautiful. I love the brown for fall, and it has this really pretty. What do you call that kind of closure? I'm not a jewelry person.
I don't know. That one's a new one for me. Tina,
Yeah,
she might know.
Toggle. I mean, it's a toggle, but I think
Right.
that's all they do call it.
I think it is just a toggle, but
Oh,
that's
I'm
a
sorry.
unique. That is a unique,
Sorry,
but
Raven.
that
I didn't hurt the computer.
good and sturdy. Oh, I love that tiger's eye.
Yeah, everybody's saying toggle.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I love it when they all put all 50 people put the same thing in the chat. It cracks me up.
And then our last piece for choice is this pendant with these two earrings that match. And I think these pieces are more modern.
But they have that. But they have that vibe. You know, they have
Mhm.
that 60s or 70s kind of vibe. That would be really cute.
They do.
Yeah.
With your little vintage thrift inspired outfit.
Yeah. So again, choice $10. The first choice being the brooch, second choice being the necklace, and then third choice being this pendant and matching earrings.
Patty's in at 10.
Awesome.
Gorgeous.
Thank you, Patty.
Awesome.
But yeah, these are all very unique and pretty in their own way, for sure.
They all look good together too.
They do.
That's true. That is true.
I should have made you put this one on, Mary Beth.
That is a good price for the tiger's eye. Honest to Pete, the tiger's eye is so expensive when you find it.
You know, a lot of times you could just go in the little rock shops or whatever, and just a couple of pieces will be $10.
You're right. Agreed. And that is good and chunky. Very mid-century, but it has a very modern look to it too. Man,
Okay,
they're
well,
all
we
good.
can go ahead and count it down. I see a few more people are in, so we'll see what people are interested in, and we will count it down then. So 15, 14, 13, and of course, all these are one choice.
Yep.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I really like that necklace. That is really neat. It would go good if you guys had a tiger's eye ring. Like if you had a nice ring with that.
Wouldn't that be great?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So Patty, you get first choice at $12.
Awesome. Thanks, Patty. So just
Thanks,
let us
everybody.
know brooch, necklace, or trio.
And then Holly Berry was the first one in at 11. So that'll be the second person. She wants the pendant.
Trio.
Yep. So Holly Berry, you'll have what's left. She's claiming the pendant and earrings.
Okay.
Please.
Great.
Yep. All right.
So then, Holly, if you want either the brooch or the necklace, just let us know.
Yeah, we will watch the chat for that.
She wants the necklace.
All right.
Okay.
She wants necklace. So then, Cheryl, did you want the brooch that's left? It's a gorgeous brooch. It would be awesome if they all wanted and got what they
Yeah.
Yeah, if they each wanted something different.
We wanted
No,
it. Congratulations,
Nice.
guys. Everyone's a
Yay.
winner.
Great. That
All
worked
right.
out great. Thank you all so much.
Hi, John.
Hey, John, welcome. How are you, sir? So good to see you. All right, guys. My next item is going to start at $20. Okay, and this is in my wheelhouse, but still out of my wheelhouse, and it's something that's different. I'm trying to bring different things. I'm not confident enough to call this antique, although in my research, I believe that it quite possibly could be. It is marked China on the back, not the China of today. This would have been earlier China. I believe that this could be antique. This is an enameled brass box, okay? There is the right amount of wear to it that leads me to believe that it is extremely vintage. So it has some Chinese gods on it. It is in the wilderness. It is enameled. There is a little bit of wear here to the center, as you can see. You can see the god riding right there. He's riding, I think it is a burro or it is a horse. And then you have some of these geishas over here. As you can see, it has all this gorgeous enameling. You can see the banana leaf trees here in the back. And then you can see the cute little gazebo. I believe that would be what that is right there. And then it looks like it added in some blues for water. So starting this at $20 right now, there's one on, and I'm not saying that to make a big deal with the price, but there's folks asking a couple $100s for these. I believe where I purchased this came from an estate. I do believe that there is age to this. As I show you the sides, and I'll show you what leads me to believe that there is some age to it. So it is a little, some folks have called these tea boxes, okay? These could have been little tea savers. It would have been bougie for them to save the tea and put in it. This is also known as a jewelry box, or it could be a small trinket box. So you can see the age on the inside to the patina. I do believe that it is authentic to the age of it being early because of the hinge on it. There is slight separation to the brass, which is normal on these for age. So it does separate, yet it does stay together. So I'm letting the owner do what they want. If you want to fix it properly, you could solder it here, or you could solder it down here. It's not going to fall apart. It's just that when you pull the box open, there is some sort of separation in the back there, okay?
So I don't know how you guys feel, but it looks to me like, that looks like the way they make the cloisonne boxes.
That's what that's
with the enamel and everything, but without the wire.
Yep, you took the words right out of my mouth. That was the next thing I was going to say. Honest to Pete, it is what they call early cloisonne is what this is. So
that's unbelievable.
It's an early enameling. And if this is what, it was very hard for me to do any more documentation, but if this is, I'm calling it vintage because it is. This isn't like 1990s. This is like prior to the 50s, maybe even in the 20s. If it is what I believe it is a true authentic antique. And I can also verify it's the way the China is stamped on it. And if you guys do some more research, I do believe, if my camera wants to focus, I do believe this is early cloisonne. Now, there is a little bit of wear here to the enameling, like I'm showing you, but I have to tell you, I think that gives it a great patina. Some of these have been called the geisha girls off to the side, or they've been called that they've been wearing their masks. Then you have some of the workers, and of course this is supposed to depict, from the research I did, the wilderness or the jungle. Okay, that's what I was able to find. There was also another term that kept coming up that I'm not familiar with. It's content. It's conton. They kept coming back with content. I wasn't sure if anybody was familiar with that turn of phrase, but it kept coming up in all of my searches that I could find. So the measurements on it is, it measures, now we also know it's older because it's not always perfect measurements. Older pieces are always like at a quarter or a third or things like that. So the measurements on this, I rounded up. So it's 5 3/4. It is 3 3/4, and then it's 1 1/4 deep. Okay. So it's just a gorgeous, very unique piece. You guys could use it for all sorts of different needs that you want to use it for. I hope I covered everything. Again, I've sold these before at my store. And sometimes, unless you have someone that can authenticate, I don't want to say for sure, but I did lay out everything that I know about it. So we're in with Mike right now at 30. Thank you so much. We're going to do a countdown on this gorgeous brass box, 31 or more, counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, if it wants to focus, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. This is just a gorgeous piece. And again, like I said, there's a little separation right here, as you can see. You could solder that if you wanted to. I would let it be because it just speaks to the age, and you can see the wear on it. it looks and feels very, very old. Could possibly be 100 or so years old. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much. Patty, I see you're just in case of 52. And right before that, I think we had Mike in at 30. So Patty, thank you so much. Congratulations. It's yours for $31. All right, Mr. Bell.
Okay, so this is our last round, everyone. Jason, this is going to start at $22.
You got it.
And I have a gorgeous piece of glass. And I brought it because of the color palette. This is the ice blue Blanco, what is often called the pillow vase, but it's really just, Blanco calls it the pinched vase. It's pinched in the middle, and it is super. So this comes in 2 sizes. This is the smaller of the 2 sizes that Blanco made. Has a beautiful bottom on, and as you can see, it is crackle glass. This is the 6.5 inch tall, 5.5 inches from side to side. And the price is reflective of the fact that there are no condition issues. It's no cracks, no chips or anything, but it was used. So I did clean it. I would suggest that someone does need another denture tablet when it gets to their home. There is a little bit of mineralization that needs to come off. Another cleaning will do it. But it is gorgeous, this color. It's super, I think, for winter. Look at how crackly and icy and it looks. And it looks great against a mid-century background as well. So fun.
Love it, Bill. You find all the good Blanco.
Yeah, there's also an ice pink, which I sold about a year ago. Do you remember that, Jason?
Yes, I do.
And they look so good together. If that could be like a holy grail for someone to try to find the ice blue and the ice pink. They're so sweet. And of course, these were meant to be vases with flower frogs built into them. So the pinch is really meant to direct the direction of your blooms, if that's what you choose to use it for. But quite frankly, Blanco glass is so beautiful. It doesn't really need to be used for the purpose that it was intended. It's fine just to display it. And, I'm not going to say bulbous because, we say that word bulbous a lot. So there's no reason to say bulbous, even though this might look bulbous, but it is nice and chunky at the bottom, right?
Oh, Laura Mary Beth will not probably ever be joining us again on Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday because Bill said
never.
I'm sorry, I got possessed by Helga for a minute. It just happened.
Yeah.
All right, Angela is in at 22. We're looking for 23 or more. This is the last round, so we're going to move it along, everyone. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, Karen, I was waiting to see if you were going to bring that up today. Oh, goodness.
I love this color. So icy, so good. Great in a non-traditional Christmas, too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it looks so good with that pink. So thank you, Angela. This is coming to you for 22. I appreciate it.
All right, ladies.
Okay, we have a
Tina said we should have brought the buzzer out.
Yeah, we should
for these two.
Mm-hmm.
We'll know for next month.
Yeah.
we have a $14 start for our last item, and it's this sweet little simple white deer. He's a little almost opalescent up here around his ears, which is really cute, and he has his original sticker too, and he is Fostoria.
So
good. These are listed all over the place on eBay, anywhere from like $12 to like $75. So we just want to give you guys a good starting price here at 14. People just list things like crazy. So anyway, I just think that he is really simple, very sweet. I love the opalescent there around his ears, and this would look fantastic.
I love him
in your Christmas display.
You would.
I just love the simplicity of him.
Man, I've never seen one of these.
Oh, yeah, he would.
What was the question?
Measure it.
Oh, sorry.
That's
guys.
okay. Here, I'll hold it.
I got it.
Okay.
He is 4 1/4.
See, because I was thinking, Jason, that could be a good replacement if you have any of the Christmas ceramic sleighs with the figurines in it and it's missing the deer. Imagine getting like 2 of these and using it because it's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Look at that ring of fire at the top there on his ears. Did you see that? Look at that. Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Isn't that great?
He is amazing.
I think he's very sweet. And of course, you always love it when they have their stickers.
Agreed.
You're
Did this
so
come with your deer?
It did,
edition?
actually.
Okay. All right. I mean, this is good. Man, you don't see a lot of figurines by Fostoria. You just don't.
Agree. And we just really lucked out and found some really fabulous pieces in amongst all those deer.
It was so funny. I loved him so much, and we haven't been hanging on to him. I got the stuff, and he was one of the first things I listed on eBay, and I lost him. So I had to take him down off of eBay because I was like, where is that? And he was just like in a little piece of paper. I mean, he's white, so he was just like in some paper, and I had shoved him off with another, haul of stuff, I guess, or to put it away for eBay or whatever. And so finally I found him. So you thought we'd bring him to you guys. I think he's just adorable.
Could you imagine him next to some ruby glass or some emerald glass for Christmas?
Wouldn't that be pretty? Here, you won't have to imagine.
Oh my God.
Much longer.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great for the holiday. Right there. Boom. Christmas. Your centerpiece is all done.
Because you really could. You could use a little bitty piece of that little, like that museum putty or whatever, and just stick him in there for an event.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. That's gorgeous.
For sure. All right. So thank you all for your bids so far. I'll go ahead and do the countdown.
Lucinda said, "Jinx, Jason." I was just going to point that out.
Yep.
All right, guys. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
Colleen, are you going to
10,
pay us in cookies?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
And I love when they make the deer so mid-century, they almost look like a gazelle. When they pull the ears back like that, I love that look.
I do too.
All right. Well, you're not getting cookies, ladies, because Colleen didn't win. So Robin gets it for 16. Congrats.
Okay. Thanks, ladies, for your bids.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, guys. My last round is going to be choice. It's going to start at $10. I can't have a sale if I don't bring shakers. I usually try to bring some shakers, and I think these are really kitschy, and I think they would fit a lot of decors. So $10 choice. These are your first ones. I have these cute little mice. She has had enough of what he's had to say. For all the years they've hung out together, she's closed her eyes and she's done. So this is your first choice, these cute little chubby little mice. Now, these are probably the older 1940s style, because in our years of collecting shakers, when they have the tiny little holes like this in the bottom and the high glaze, they're probably late 1940s. So I see a Holly Berry in at 10. Thank you so much. They hinge on a Rio Hondo California pottery kind of feel. So they're super cute. They're little chubby nuggets. This is your first one with the eyes open. You can see the pink and brown details. Minimal crazing. There's no chips. There's no cracks. And they measure about 3 inches tall. So then here's the one that I think has just had it with him. You can see the eyelashes.
She's grumpy.
She is. She's just had it. Like, he's one of the, those guys that have an answer for everything, or they're going to explain everything to you. That's what he is. He's the guy that has the answer for it all. And she's like, I have 40 years of sitting here with him. I've had it with him. So your second choice are these cute little elephants. Again, our homage to Fatbirds and bringing elephants. These are so cute. First of all, they got some buns because they've been working out. So to find elephants with buns like this is really rare. Plus, they have these wings, okay? I thought it was just really cute for Christmas coming up, this cute little white kind of California pottery. You'd have your own little angel elephants for your Christmas decor, Instead of a hippopotamus, you get yourself a little elephant with wings. And, of course, they have those great kitschy eyes with eyelashes. There is a little bit of paint wear to the creamy pink color in the ears, but at least enough of it's present to show it. These are very like American bisque style. No, I don't. Thank you, Tina. I don't know why you got to hurt. And then you can see the bottoms on these. And again, these I do not believe are hobbyist. I do believe these are like a California pottery style shakers. So these were your second choice, the elephants. And this guy has the 3 holes. This guy has the 4 holes. And then the mice have 1, That's if you're really watching your sodium intake. You use this one, and then this one has a 2-hole. So the elephants are 3 1/4 inches tall. So I'll show up one of each. We'll count them down. I'll show Mr. Know-It-All and Cute Little Elephant. So we're looking for 11 or more. Counting down, we are doing just in case if you're an active bidder. So counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see Sally in at 11. Thank you so much. Get that highlighted. Looking for 12 or more. It's going to Holly Berry's in with a 12. Thank you so much. Just waiting on that bid end. Again, Karen G, thank you so much for being our mod and bid ender. Sally was back in with a 13. Waiting on that bid end. There it is. Thank you so much, Karen. So, Sally, you get first choice at 13. Let me know if you want the elephants or the mice. And you can take both sets. If you both sets. All right, they're both yours. We did it, guys, and I don't think we have a recap, do we?
Yeah,
do we have a recap? All right, Bill.
But before we do the recap, just a reminder to everyone who claimed an item tonight, our emails are up on the screen right now. We would so appreciate it if you could send us the 4 pieces of information we need, which is your YouTube name, your real name, your mailing address, and your email address. And again, just a reminder, you don't need to log into PayPal in order to pay a PayPal invoice. You can log in as a guest. So I think we have a couple of things to recap. I have one item, and it is starting at $15 if anyone's interested. It is the sweet little set.
Wait, Bill. Hang on, Bill. Hold on. I'm trying to make you big, Bill.
Jason, they can see it while they're doing it. The sweet little set of porcelain bathroom fixtures, the sink, the bathtub, and the toilet that actually has a seat that's raised. So if anyone is interested in this, $15. If you are the only claimant, it goes to you. If we see another bid within a reasonable amount of time, we will do a quick countdown. So if you're interested, you could just write 15 bathroom.
Okay.
And Mary Beth and Laura, I think you had one thing, right? Yep.
Okay. Bringing you over. There you go, ladies.
Okay, so we have the reproduction miniature peacock chair. And so if anybody's interested in this, we'll just take the first person to type chair into the chat for $14. So we'll just take a quick claim on this one. If you're interested, $14, you can just put chair into the chat. For all of you boho people, would be awesome for a plant or, an elf on the shelf or something at Christmas.
I think that's a really cute idea.
Yeah.
And we'll wait a minute. I think we got a pretty bad lag there, ladies. Hopefully somebody claims that epic chair. Just $14. Just $14.
Yeah, it's a deal.
Thank you, Cheryl. I have you for the bathroom.
All right. All right. We'll get all of us back up here. Hang on here. Let's move us all around like that. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll wait and see if somebody wants to claim that chair for $14. Mark your calendars. It's going to be the last Monday of November, which is the 27th. The lovely ladies below us are going to be back to join us again for Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. I have a feeling we're going to have probably a lot of Christmas and a lot of Christmas-style things for that sale. So, Karen Gillette, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. Thank you to Deanna, Northwest Sunshine, for always hanging out with us, along with the lovely Holly. So, Laura Mary Beth, when will you ladies be back again?
I think not till probably Friday night, right? I don't think we've got anything planned this week.
Yeah, this Friday night's kind of up in the air.
Oh, that's right.
Tell them what you're doing.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to see Metallica and Pantera Friday.
Shut up.
I'm so excited.
Oh my God. It's like a headbangers ball. Oh my God. That is awesome.
But maybe Laura will go live in my absence.
Me and Dixie.
Bill's got his hair down.
Yeah, I'll put Dixie up in the chair next to me, and we'll see what happens.
So yeah, we do Friday night flipping and sipping on our channel, 9:00 Central Time, where we just have some fun, celebrate the weekend, and sell a few items and play some games.
I don't think that I can do it by myself, but you never know. I might get me a co-host.
Oh,
I was going to say that would be kind of neat if you went live with somebody, Laura.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Maybe you should.
All right. So,
and can we say one more thing?
You can say everything. Go right ahead.
So, we want to reiterate about the sale with you and Amy on Amy's channel on the 11th. We are thrilled to be going on first in the first slot with Miss Pamela. Miss Pam. So that'll be fun. And the other thing I was going to say is we have Mary Beth started a different channel for our podcast. So the podcast is coming back we're coming back to finish the Mad Men episodes up. But we've decided to put them on a different channel because, all that algorithm stuff, everybody gets bored of hearing of that. But it's just so it doesn't hurt our main channel.
I hear
because we just want to do it for fun. So
yeah.
Anyway, if you want to go subscribe to that, then you'll know when things come out on that channel.
Yeah. And that new channel is just simply called Tales from the Put Out Closet.
Okay. All right. All right. And Laura, I'm going to show it again real quick. Save the date, guys, because this is going to be, like I said, this is going to be one for the history books, guys. So it's going to be on Amy's channel, Enamor Amy. Please make sure you subscribe to her channel. She is hosting an all-day marathon. I'm going to be her co-host. It's going to be on Saturday, November 11th. It's going to start at 1 p.m. Eastern, and all of these shops are participating. So also, if you're not subscribed to these channels, please head on over. So like Laura said, her and Mary Beth are going to start out, be our first guest, Fat Birds, along with Pamela Blanchard, also Oak Grove Mercantile. Then at 3 p.m., we're going to have Heather of Antiques Agenda, Jamie of Mid-Century Wasted. And we're going to take an intermission, a little bit of a break. We'll come back on Amy's channel under another link at 6 p.m. Eastern with the one, the only Garden Guy Bill and Ariana of the Withering Cottage. And we will round out the evening with Michael, the Cult of Vintage, along with Misty, Thrifter Junker, Vintage Hunter. And guys,
what
like
a lineup.
I know it's going to, and they're all Christmas loving people. So it's going to be mid-century. It's going to be kitsch. It's going to be ceramics. It's going to be glass. It's going to be handmaids. Like, guys, I'm telling you, honestly, from my end of it, since I'll be sitting there most of the day, this is probably, in all my years of buying and selling, this is probably the best Christmas I've ever had to offer in a resale on a sale. So I'm excited.
I was looking at that graphic earlier, and I was looking at every time slot, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm jealous of every single time slot. Like, I want to be with all those people. And then I was like, oh my God, but we get Miss Pam.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be so fun. So if you guys can just, even if you guys can be there for a part of it or the whole day, guys, I'm just saying, you guys as viewers, it's going to be fun, and it's also going to be interesting to watch the evolution of me and Amy. Are we going to be punch drunk by the time we're on with Misty and Michael? I don't know. So
maybe
it's going to be good. So Bill, we got a busy week. Garden Guy Bill, Mother Tucker's. What else do you have going this week, sir?
I'm just going to do it quickly, but all the announcements will be over on Instagram. My regular sale at 5 o'clock on Instagram, the Kitsch Keepers with Steph, that will go from 5 to a little bit before 7, because at 7 o'clock on Thursday, I'm going to pop over here onto Amy's channel, Enamor Amy, and we are going to do, the two of us, a Kitsch and Christmas sale, mix of Kitsch and Christmas. And then on Friday, if you like it when the four guys get together, the Valentinos are back at 8 o'clock on Instagram. That's myself and Jason, John of Everyday Holiday Displays, and Brian of Mid-Century Mister. We're going to sell you some Christmas and then send you over to Fat Birds when they start later that night.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, Steph and I have invited all of our guests back from our shows this past year for a Kitschmas spectacular all throughout the afternoon. So you can catch us over on Instagram. We're going for hours with all Kitsch. And then right in time to hit the sale Jason's going to tell you about on Saturday night.
Okay, guys, I got a busy week too. I'll be back here on Mother Tucker's channel Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern with my Kitsch sister, the one, the only Enamor Amy. We have 15 rounds of some good stuff lined up for you. I think there might be Christmas mixed in there. Then Friday, I'll be over on Instagram with Bill. And then on Saturday, it's going to be a 2-device evening. One to be on Instagram, one to be on YouTube, and me and Rochelle for Uniquely Vintage at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do any and everything that is pink and gold for Christmas. My two favorite colors that are non-traditional, the Harold Gale that's back here in gold. He'll be available Saturday night. And I have this epic bottle brush tree with the big chunky 1950s glitter on it. Both of those will be available on Saturday night. So please come join us. I know Rochelle's making some handmaids. I know you guys had asked for it. So I know she's doing some pink and gold things, and she's going to possibly even be dressed up as Barbie. So I don't know. So that might be worth tuning in for. So Laura, Mary Beth, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. It's always so fun.
Oh, it's always an honor, Jason.
I think Mary
thank
Beth should dress up like Barbie for.
I don't know.
I think you should too. You can come on over Saturday night, dress on up, come on over, be a good time. Maybe I'll dress up as Barbie. That'll really be a good time.
That would be great.
Oh my gosh. So guys, thank you so much. And Bill's out. Anytime Jason in a wig, Bill's out. Bill's out. Although I have the wig right. No, I don't have the wig. Right
That
now,
was funny.
We'll be back with the ladies here on our channel on November 27th, gang. We'll see you then. But before then, it'll be the Christmas marathon. And we always hang out on Friday nights over on Fatbird Finds. It is the place to be. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Please hit the thumbs up on your way out. Leave a little bleep bloop comment if you want to. Make sure you're following all of us. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you later.